So then he goes, yo, do you consider yourself a fail? No. Do you consider me a failed rapper? Like, I'm your friend. Like, that's the question. Because you said it. Oh, don't listen to Panda, don't listen to Panda. I'm not listening to Panda. I'm listening to you. You said it. The receipt is there that you said it.
Now, you know we had to spin the block. Back in the house, my bro, the Bad Seed.
Yeah. What's up, Panda? My brother.
What's good, bro? Before we touch on anything, I want to talk about the new project. That's right. The last time that you was here, you dropped a new project, and then you dropped another one. So we got to talk about the new one, man. Tell me about it.
It's called At the End of the Day, It's Night. It's me and my sis, Murda Megz. Murda Megz is a fire producer. We got a lot of chemistry. We did a lot of work together. This is our follow-up together. So, you know, shout to her. It's doing real well, too. You know, so shout to her. Big six-man shit.
Dope, man. So what was it like working on the actual project?
It was easy. It was real easy. Like I said, that's sis. So, you know, we just locked in. Like, I called her up. I said, sis, you ready? He said, you know, I'm ready. So we just got to work. She started sending me those packs. She knows the pockets. So, you know, when you got a great synergy and relationship between producer and artist, there's there's really no room for error. Error doesn't really show up.
What has the response been on the Shade Cobain project?
Definitely positive. I've heard that people like that one better than the first one. You know, and it's crazy to me because, you know, I hold an affinity for the first one. I guess I haven't really sat and been like, yo, which one do I like better? The second one is broader. It's a little bigger. Pause. But it's a little more mature. Shade says it's a little more mature. So, you know, I'm just glad they fucking with it.
What was like the big difference between the two albums? Would you say is like the vibe or like
in the Megz album or the Shade album?
Yeah, between the Megz album and the Shade album, like how did you approach the two albums differently?
The Shade album was Flips, you know, Flip Wilson. So, you know, we're basically paying homage to production that we grew up on and that we were fans of before previously, thus the name Flip, right? So that approach was more from a nostalgic, kind of a fanboy, at least from my aspect. I can't speak for Shade, but the Megz project was more put the boots on, throw the hoodie on in the summer, black Air Forces in the summer type shit. Yeah, you know. So
the next topic I know is a bit sensitive, so I want to make sure we talk about it carefully. And the only reason we talking about it is because it was handled publicly. The situation with Talib Kweli, if you could give a small synopsis of what happened, how you felt, why you chose to address things the way you did.
I mean, first off, shout to Kweli. Kweli is my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love Talib Kweli. I love Talib Kweli green. I don't just love Talib Kweli. The part about being adults is, hey man, I don't agree with everything all my people say and do. Yeah, you know, I don't. If they don't agree with me, cool. Like we're not supposed to I'm not put here to please everybody, and neither is he. You know, Kwa is polarizing online, and I've been watching some things for a while. I usually don't get in them. Like I don't get in them. I see them, and you know, I just keep it moving. A lot of us that are his friends, we share the same sentiment. We spoke, like a lot of us, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, and we just all come to the thing, yeah, we just scroll past that shit. Like, we don't really, because I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I see Kweli isn't the same guy he is online. I'm not saying he's fronting. I'm just saying that, yo, man, he's smiling, he cool, you know what I'm saying? Online, like I'm seeing like somebody else just shooting at everybody. You know what I'm saying? So what made me jump into it, now I'm not really, and this is the thing that bothers me about it, is because I'm not even fully versed on everything. Like I got my own shit going on. Like I got my own issues that I'm dealing with crew, internal. I can't really be paying attention totally to everything that's going on. But what I did see is that you had interviewed, first off, you interviewed a lot of us from Brooklyn. Well, not even just Brooklyn, but a lot of us underground artists that, need a platform. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like Rusty, Penn, these guys, the Sways, I feel like they're bigger than me, pause. So they're gonna get the platforms. Me, I don't get on platforms. Like, I don't know whether they scared because I'm gonna say what I want to say, or maybe whatever, for whatever reason. I feel like I'm deserving enough to get on platforms. Kweli knows that I'm good enough to be on platforms. I just want to know, why was I never on your platform? You got a problem with Panda. He said all Panda does. From what I get, he's mad at you because you did an interview with Big Lou, shout to Big Lou, Dayton, shout to Dayton, Diabolic, shout to Diabolic. Like, I don't have no issues with these people. Like, these people didn't do nothing to me. Like, I don't have no issues with these people. Like, I got whole granddaughters that I'm worrying about other shit for them, like day-to-day shit. So I'm not really paying attention. Not saying that they didn't do anything, Qua. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's from my perspective. I'm not totally tapped into your beef. So what I do see is Panda brings to my attention that he says all Panda does is interview Nazis and failed rappers. So, I mean, I'm not a Nazi. What are you saying? All the last couple people that Panda has had on the show is the Rusties, is the Bad Seed, is the Poison Pens, is these people who are your friends. So what are you saying? That's what I came into the chat to say. I didn't attack him. The words that I used wasn't disrespectful. I'm just like, yo, fam, what's this? Because I even was like, damn, son, word, say it ain't so. I was laughing. Yo, man, I'm on medication, bro. Like, I don't let shit get to me like people think it does. Like, it really doesn't really get to me like that. I be laughing, bro, to keep from being like a certain way. And as far as Kweli go, bro, I would never ball my fist up to Kweli, to diss Kweli, or to fight Kweli. It would never happen. Like, so me asking him that and him feeling attacked, I feel a way about it. He said, yo, well, you should call my phone. Why? I just called you. I just texted you a couple weeks ago. You used to say, what's up? You don't even answer to that. So why would I hit your phone to speak about that? Nigga, you said what you said publicly. So I'm asking you about it publicly. So then he goes, yo, do you consider yourself a fail? No. Do you consider me a failed rapper? Like, I'm your friend. Like, that's the question. Because you said it. Oh, don't listen to Panda. Don't listen to Panda. I'm not listening to Panda. I'm listening to you. You said it. The receipt is there that you said it. Then he say, oh, my friends don't, something to the effect of my friends don't defend me. I had to go back, man, on my page, April 29th, bro. I said publicly, I said, yo, there will be no Talib Kweli slander on my page. That is a good friend of mine. I hold him near and dear. A problem with him is a problem with me. I dropped that in the chat, kept it moving. You know why? Because at this point, I don't even care about what a retort is to that. I knew where my heart was with it. He should know. It's not coming from a bad place. I've never been in a bad place with him like that, especially publicly. Nigga, I asked you a question publicly because you said something publicly. You might as well have said my name because I was grouped up in that. Panda, these are the facts. You said Panda interviews Nazis and failed rappers. These are more facts. I'm your friend and I'm a rapper. Here's another fact. Panda interviewed me. What are you saying? You're smart, bro. Like, we're not going to do word semantics and dance around shit. Like, come on, man. I'm smart too. You know what I'm saying? And this is the year not letting people, you know, and don't get it twisted. I don't want this to make it seem like I'm mad at Kwa. I ain't mad at Kwa. I love Kweli. I'll put the blast on right now and start dancing. I don't have no hate in my heart. I don't. Yo, I just, you know, my thing is, yo, man, don't say, oh, you jumping on platforms with Panda and shit. Nah. Nigga, why I was never on your platform, bro? You had the People's Army. You been seeing me rapping. I've been out here. Out of our demographic of niggas, I'm one of the most consistent and the most active. I'm talking about the niggas from our cloth from back then. I'm out here working. Why bring me on to? And I digress. I'm not doing this because of that, but it's just a point. Like, yo, bro, all of that, I'm still loyal. I'm just asking you a question. And that question, the way you dealt with that question brings up other questions. So that's all. As far as I'm concerned, I ain't got no problem with Kweli, man. And I will tell you this, Kweli, Panda is a good dude. Panda's a good dude. If you want me to denounce him as some sort of loyalty to you, then I'm not going to do it. You know why I'm not going to do it? Because Panda took a chance on me and opened up his platform to me. Nigga, let's say Panda was a racist, right? Let's say he was. Nigga, if Charlie Kirk was still alive and Charlie Kirk asked me to get on this platform, I would get on this platform. You know why? Because there's eyes on it so they could get a glimpse of who I am. I don't shuck and jive. I'm not up here sucking Panda off, and I'm just giving Panda salutes for what he's done for me that my own peoples did. That's all. Do I feel away? Nah, I don't fucking feel away. I kept it moving. You never heard me say, oh, damn, Qua, why you ain't put me on? Never. I just kept it moving. You know how you put in the thing? Oh, the noted? Yeah, this was noted. It's no beef. It's noted. I love you, nigga. If I'm going down the street, I see you in it, nigga. We in it, nigga. That's just the nigga I am. But what I'm not gonna do is semantics and wordplay tricks. Nigga, I'm nice with the words too. So, you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that, bro. Did you or did you not call us failed rappers? If them niggas ain't gonna say nothing about it, cool. Me, I am. And that's just that. Big Brooklyn, just like you.
Well, I think that the whole thing was kind of like while our interview was airing the whole time, he was going at me the whole time, right? And he was basically saying
going at
this
you?
Same thing of all you do is interview failed rappers and racists. But it's like you said, like the people that I had on, even Penn was on, I think when he first started going at me. You know what I mean? So it was just like, why are you generalizing if you see your own people on here? You know, from Rockness, from Rusty, from all these guys, right? And
everybody from the come up. That's why that's why it surprises me. Because best believe if all of us would have asked him about that, you know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see what that response was. And I wasn't even asking on some, yo, what the fuck that mean, nigga? What the No. Everything's there. I ain't delete nothing. It's there. I'm asking, I was very respectful, like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, what you mean by that? He was very respectful too. Like if you notice, our conversation and banter was respectful. Yeah, he might have talked slick. I don't care about that shit. Y'all don't care about slick talking shit like that. Nigga, I talk slick too. We from the towns. Like that's how we talk. I'm not a bitch. I don't be like, oh, he's talking slick to me. It's what you're saying and how it comes off. And we were talking very respectful to each other. He wasn't talking to me like he talk about everybody else. And I wasn't talking to him like how I would talk to anybody, how I would talk to anybody else. It's still respect, bro. I didn't agree. I want to know what's up, and that's it. Like, I don't got no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But with you saying that if you cruising down the street and you see him getting into it with somebody else, right? It's going to be you guys getting into it with somebody. So I think that people in the comments, and probably one of his arguments is going to be, well, if you see me getting into it with Panda and these other guys, why aren't you jumping in
That's
and
a
defending
comment.
me?
I'm different. I'm built different. I'm not from this internet era. And it's tripping me out that he's getting good. If I'm driving down the street and he's being physically assaulted and fucked up, and he can't, first of all, as a man, he should be doing this thing. If it's one-on-one, nigga, do your thing. I'll be in the car like, yeah, nigga, get him. But if you getting fucked up, that's something else. It's different. Like, I don't operate off internet shit. Like that, I don't. If you say something publicly, I'm gonna address it publicly.
From what you've seen though, because like when this first started, right? You and I were already talking about it behind the scenes. You didn't see me say anything publicly about it. Like I was just like letting it rock pretty much. Right? Like from what you saw.
Right.
And I even told you behind the scenes, I'm like, damn, like this is disappointing because I'm a Kweli fan. Like you even said in the comments that like Panda said nothing but positive things to me about Kweli.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like even off of air, like just kicking it.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
the whole time he's calling me racist, and I'm still saying positive things about him behind the scenes to you, like that it's really no problem. Because the way that this first started in 2023, I interviewed this guy named Hocus 4/5. I'm asking him about his public disputes, right? And we're not even talking about Kweli. I ask him about WAC 100. He then brings up Kweli. He said, don't forget Talib Kweli. And he goes off on Kweli. I interview Royce's brother, and you know the style of interviews I do. I do in-depth interviews, like whole career in life, right? So if one of the big moments that you have is going against Kweli or anybody, whoever it is, doesn't matter who it is, it's like you got into some kind of beef, you know I'm going to ask about it. Because if I don't ask about it, fans of you or people that are privy to that information, they're going to be in the comments asking, yo, why you ain't asking about that? Right?
Right. And here's the gag about that. I've watched the People's Army because that was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's the People's Party.
People's Party. And I've seen him ask guests who might have had previous issues or whatever. It could have been dead or whatever. Ask them about said issue. It's media. It's part of the story. Is it that he can ask it, but maybe he feels like he can ask that because he's actually black? So maybe that's it. I don't know. But what I'm saying is I, with my own eyes, have seen my brother, Talib Kweli, ask people on his platform things about negative things that occurred that could be considered disparaging or digging up old shit, or you know what I mean? It's media. When you guys sign up to be podcasters and say, look, I want to interview people, right? It's a lot to it. Like you gotta put into perspective that, yo, man, I can go from being loved to hate it. Just like being an artist. It's the same shit. Everything's all sweet and cool when you just starting out. But once once you start putting the records out, or once them interviews start getting done and you gotta ask those questions, you don't want to just sit there. Panda's not gonna sit there and ask somebody, hey, so what's your favorite color? Hey, so what why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? Why did Judas rat the Romans while Jesus slept? Like, he's not gonna ask his guest this. He's gonna ask his guests things that are engaging, things that himself as a fan wanted to know. Shit, if I had my own podcast, it'd be worse. Nigga, I'm asking everything that I wanted to know. You know why? Because I was a fan before I was a rapper. I was. Nigga, you think if I had EPMD, nigga, if I had EPMD on my shirt, these two niggas could be best of friends now. By the time I'm done, they will hate each other again by the time we leave the interview. You know why? Because I want to dig deep. I want to know what's up, yo. I don't think that all nigga, I'm a fan, nigga. I was heartbroken when I heard what the Paris Eric did. What? I'm also from the street, so there's certain questions I want to ask, nigga, that's not getting asked in interviews. Like, you dig? And I just want to know from the perspective of a fan, and anybody who watches my show taps in because they don't get the opportunity to ask these questions. So I'm on the front line asking the questions they want to hear. It's just fan shit.
Well, you also understand the perspective of when those type of questions do get asked, a lot of times it's surface level answers.
Right.
People just accept it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's the way I approach my interviews a lot of times. But you don't see me going like, yeah, he a bitch. Or like, I'm like really like feeding into it, insulting the other person that's being asked about. Like, I don't do that. I just ask, okay, what happened? And then what has been made public? This person said this, right? You said this. And we go based off of fact and then the person's perspective that I'm interviewing. I'm not doing like where I'm agreeing with them, I'm going in on them. Like, I think the worst thing I said about Kweli prior to the Big Lou situation was I don't agree with the way that he goes at people online. I think it goes too far. But everything else I've always said, I'm a fan of his music. I'm a fan of his podcasting. I think he does great work, right? Like all those things. So I didn't understand why he was taking it so personal because, like you said, he is a podcaster. He's done. I've watched so many of the People's Party where he's asked Fat Joe about his beef with 50 Cent, Game about his beef with 50 Cent, tons of these people. So is 50 Cent supposed to look at him and be like, yo, you targeting me or you feel away now? It's like, no, bro, like you signed up to be a public figure, right? You're going to get asked about and spoken about. And I felt I did it in a respectful way. So when I interviewed Dayton, I asked him what happened with him and Kweli, right? And I asked his own man, Poison Pen, from what you remember, what happened between Dayton and Kweli. Penn said that he don't remember, he didn't even know about that situation until my interview, right? Now, the real issue, I think, is really the Diabolic situation because, look, you got like a lot of people say, oh, he's MAGA or whatever. And when I interviewed Diabolic, I asked him, okay, this is a common narrative about you, that you're MAGA, you're a Trump supporter. Why, as a journalist, shouldn't I be able to have that conversation with somebody?
What did he say? Did he say he was?
He said that he liked some of the things that Trump did. Okay. But I'm not agreeing with him in the conversation. I'm asking him about systemic racism. I'm asking him, well, don't you think about this? I'm pointing the conversation in all kinds of areas. Even Diabolic admitted this. He said, bro, like you gave pushback. Like you asked, like, well, don't you think about what about this situation? What about this, right? I'm not saying, oh yeah, I'm a Trump supporter too. Or like, I don't follow politics like that, bro. Like I don't, because I think both sides don't care about people at all. I think both sides are just as bad in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my approach when I interview people is always give the people, the audience, the clearest image of this person so that when they walk away from watching it, It answers the question they wanted to know, or it allows them to understand who they really are. It's not for me to be like debating this person. Like I didn't start that conversation with Diabolic to be like, oh, we gonna argue politics. You on Anderson Cooper now. Like that's not my style. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, let you speak your piece. Let you tell your narrative the way you want it to be told. Just like when I interview you, I let you tell your story the way that you want it to be told. You know, I've had plenty of people up here diss Trump, and I'm the one that brought up the question. You released, I had El Da Sensei. He had a diss track to Donald Trump, right? I asked him about it. I'm like, how did you come up with the song? What made you want to do that? I'm not pushing in either way to be like, oh, you know you wrong for that, or like, why'd you do that? You know, I had Lazarus on there. Him and Crooked Eye did a song about called Fearless, dissing Donald Trump, talking about his policies. And I'm not like pushing him either way. I'm even asking him, I'm like, can you be friends with somebody that votes differently from you? Or do you judge people off of the way that they vote? I don't know how much more impartial I could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? Like giving a fair chance to everybody to speak their piece.
Let me tell you, Panda, that's what it is. My thing is this. I'm loyal to and I'm pro-human. I'm pro-black. But I'm pro-human. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like I'm not gonna say that us as a people, we should be even riding on anybody right now when we got things that we need to fix in our own house first as a culture. Us as black men, we still walking down the street, one coming this way, one coming this way. We can't even say what's up to each other and nod. We ice grilling each other as we walk by, but we busy worried about what somebody's saying online. Yo, man, I think the priorities is out of whack. I've been shitted on more times this year by black people than white people. And these are people that were supposed to be my people that I love. So me personally, I'm saying miss me with that. I've judged people off of how they deal with me. Yeah, you know, and how they deal with the people that's around me. You, Panda, you have always, like, I ain't going front, bro. Like, I hate this for you. You know, because I haven't known you that long, and I've known him for forever. And that's why I think this shit is whack, because we've spoke many times off of here. I respect you because not only do you have respect for me, you still had respect for Kweli. You know why? Because you have never, ever said anything disrespectful about this nigga to me, because I've made it abundantly clear that's my brother. You came to me and was like, yo, I feel bad. I don't want y'all to fall out. You know, that's your brother. Woo, woo, woo. You was really concerned, my G. You was hitting up my partner. You and my partner, Joe, was talking about this shit. Nigga, you good with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you good with me. You not good with him? Yo, I'm not good with some people. Maybe now I'm not good with him. I don't know. Either way, I got a family to take care of regardless. The wild shit about this whole shit is, come on, man. I'm gonna keep it spade. Underground hip hop, the supporters of underground hip hop, the people who buy the majority of the merch, the music, go to the shows, really, really support underground hip hop are white guys. You go to a Talib Kweli show, he could get up there and be talking all the black positivity shit he want. That crowd, depending on, I'm talking about majority of these spots, are white people. They love him. they love hip hop. Yeah, are there some that did just like there's some black people that are for like, you know what I'm saying? There's always exceptions to every rule. I don't like generalization. That shit is just crazy to me. The reason why is because that's just like saying,
It's stereotypes, bro.
yo, let's say my granddaughter, right? Let's say I go to the doctor, like she's really sick, and I take her to the doctor, and the nurse is Chinese, no, Iranian. The nurse is Iranian with like a teardrop. Like she just her face look like she been through some shit. Like but obviously she got the job in America at the hospital or whatever, right? I'm pretty sure she had to go through what she had to go through to get on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like me being like, yo, and Shorty seemed cool. Like she's talking, she seems cool. She's talking, she's polite, she's respectful, but I'm still like, nah. Let Shorty do her job, man. And the time it'd take, my granddaughter could be dying. The time that it take for me to find somebody of to my liking to save my granddaughter, I don't give a fuck if an alien saves my granddaughter. I need help. That's when humanization comes in. I don't give a fuck about anybody's color, yo, because I've been shitted on by my own constantly. Constant. Day in, day out, all day, every day. Going through it now. Went through it yesterday. While the shit with Kweli was going on, I was dealing with that shit. On a sidebar, from a black person, not a white person I do business with, not an Asian person I do business with, not even a Spanish person I do business with, a black person. It's been black people all year. Other races, you know what they've been doing? Giving me opportunities this year. Looking out, like, damn, I've been seeing you all these years, rocking, you doing your thing. Yo, how about you come fuck with us? That's what the other race has been doing. But I'm not calculating. I'm only calculating because we talking about it. I'm not sitting back like, oh, damn, the fucking black people and the white. Who cares? If I need help, I need help. If you need help, you need help. I'm going to help you. I don't give a fuck. I'm a human, yo, and I'm going to die that. So, you know, but also, you know, for those that's into like astrology and shit, I'm an Aquarius, man. Like we humanitarians, period. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it's just nature for me. Like I don't get anything from disparaging someone because they're different from me.
And that's the thing, bro. Like I love people of all colors. If you look at my channel, you see everybody. That's what hip hop is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be about unity, bringing everybody together. Although
that's what the world, life, that's God's plan.
Although it is a black art form that came from black people, that is the dominant, right? You know, and that's always how it should be. But I'm saying like it's brought so many cultures, so many people together from all over the world, and so many people appreciate it.
But even that though, Panda, who cares? Who started? Like, that's like saying, yo, who started French fries? And the people who start, yo, anytime y'all eat French fries, y'all better recognize that was us, nigga. Bang, bang, Argentina, nigga. Who cares? We all love French fries. Like, does it matter? Who, where, like, who started it? Well, it does not matter. It's here. We're all moving it along. Like, who the fuck can? I know I don't.
I just think that, you see, like, when it comes to something like hip hop, though, there's a sensitivity to it, right? Because of what black people have been through in this country with starting other genres of music like rock and roll, and it's been taken from you guys. And when you think of rock and roll now, a lot of times the stereotypical image that you think of is kind of like a white guy with long hair or something like that, blonde hair, and he's playing the guitar. You don't think of black people. You don't think of like Jimi Hendrix or something. So the sensitivity of, we don't want that to happen to hip hop because we started it, you know, and black people have had so many issues in this country as well. So I just interviewed John Connor, and the way that he explained it to me, he was like, it's like, damn, like we took something from nothing, and it's like everybody wants to take it from us. And, you know, like the plight of the black man in this country is just like, we're angry about things. Sometimes we redirect it in a wrong way because we don't know where to direct it. You know what I'm saying? And I totally understand what he's saying about that situation. So I feel like if you are in hip hop and if you are of a different color, it's like you got to come with a little bit more sensitivity, a little bit more of respect. And that's why I always try to pay homage and try to, you know, give that respect to people.
I respect that, but I feel like the other genres of music that were taken, those were different. Hip hop has always been rebellion. Like, whenever somebody says, "Oh, they trying to take over hip hop," I'm looking at them like, you can't take over hip hop. Like, how the fuck you gonna take over hip hop? It's like we built off of, nigga, fuck you. Look at my shirt, man. SMD New York, suck my, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout to my sis, Boss Chick Rain. She got these joints. I'm helping her move these. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me. We get you. We got the white ones, all that. But you know, like that sounds like weakness to me. And we ain't never been weak in that aspect. You know, yeah, rock and roll, okay, that's rock and roll. Jazz, okay, cool. They came and took the flute out that nigga hand. The man playing the saxophone. The white man can't give me that. I'll take that. The black man playing the guitar. White man came, took the guitar. Give me that. I'll take that. We stand there with the microphone. White man trying to. We like, nigga, what? You ain't taking this, nigga. Like, you crazy? And that's what we built on. So I think that's a defeatist kind of mindset to have. You can't take hip hop. Maybe you could take reggaeton.
What do you say though to like the people where like when they look at like on Instagram, right? You see a video of some kids in Japan or something like that, and they break dancing. You see in the comments a lot of times people saying things like everybody wants to be black. They always taken from our culture. They always.
I think that's stupid. Why are they saying that? Nigga, you want to be influential. See, here's the thing. Everybody want the fame until it's time to be famous. Like, hip hop blew up. It no longer is that secret that you're keeping from your family. When we were coming up, it was a secret that we kept from the family because they didn't understand it. It was new. So the older heads is like, I know you ain't listening to that shit, Miles. Word. Unless you had a young, cool parent. Now, the millennials, yo, hip hop was here already. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Where do you draw the line though from cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation? Because I always notice that like the first reaction is always appropriation. Like, why can't it be appreciation? Don't you think that's kind of like the end of racism when you can appreciate each other's cultures and learn?
I think the appropriation is broke people talk. I think it's people that are like, damn, why I ain't blow up or why I ain't do this, that. I think it's broke and selfish talk. Because if you were really let's start with the broke part. You're talking like that because you ain't been over there to influence them, right? Because you can't afford it, or you're not being paid to go over there. Now the other part, the selfish part is, yo, how dare you only think of yourself and not think of hip hop as a culture? This shit started in the Bronx. They said that this would be nothing, that it would not last. So the fact that in 2026, you can see people in fucking Japan, in Budapest, on a cardboard, spinning around, breakdancing, is amazing. And you should think that if you really love hip hop. Now, the ill part about that, 2026 in America, niggas ain't putting no fucking cardboard down and breakdancing. So they are a little more in tune with our core values than we are. So they not hip hop. They respect it to the fullest. They would never diss. When they singing along and singing, nigga, they're not, that is not ER. That is not the hard ER. It's not. They saying nigga with love, baby. They singing along.
You know, like, cause like when you see like, say for example, like black people that love anime or they love martial arts or even like there's like black people that love
Wu-Tang.
salsa music or like to love to dance, like, you know, Latin style type of things and stuff.
Wu-Tang took the whole Chinese culture. The whole kung fu.
Yeah. All this stuff, right? It's like, I feel like people look at that and they look at it from a perspective of they appreciate the culture. They love those type of things. That's why they took the time to learn about it, right?
Right.
Like our brother Swave Seva. He's
Shout
a martial artist. Like, yo, he kick ass, right? Like for real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. He get busy.
He appreciates that type of culture, right? The martial arts and stuff. You don't look at him and go, yo, you appropriating the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to anybody else outside of black culture being in hip hop specifically, I feel like there's a niche of people that view it like, oh, you guys are outsiders, you guys are guests, of course, like the Lord Jamar argument, or you guys are trying to steal from the culture. But I feel like, you know, with every culture, is like when you can't put culture out into the world and expect people not to be influenced by it. Right? Hip hop would not be as big as it is today if it didn't spread worldwide.
PANDA, people are stupid. We just got to come to the realization of that. People are stupid. They wake up stupid. They go to sleep stupid. And the most dangerous thing about the stupidity is that they think that they're smart. So,
let me give you a great example, right? You're a big basketball fan, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Remember Jeremy Lin? When he was on the Nets, he got dreads.
Linsanity.
Well, Linsanity was with the Knicks, but remember when he was on the Nets, he got dreads and he started doing his hair like a certain way. Kenyon Martin, you know Kenyon Martin, right?
Yeah.
He had dropped a video. He said, can somebody tell this boy his last name is Lin? We get it. You want to be black. You're not black. And all this stuff like that, right? What was Jeremy?
I think I remember that.
Yeah. What was Jeremy Lin's response? He said, yo, you know, I'm a big fan. I had your poster up in my room. I'm glad that I could have dreads and you could have Chinese tattoos. So he killed him with the kindness response, right? But he got him though, because it's like, why is it okay for you to have Chinese tattoos where obviously you didn't even know the characters? The tattoo artist had to look it up or had to tell you what does this character mean or whatnot.
They could have put anything on you. They could have told you it meant something and they could put something else.
Which has happened to other people. You know what I mean? Right? But
no regrets.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Word, bro. Yo.
So it's just it's just kind of sad to see those type of things because like obviously I think when in some cases, I'm sure there are people that are doing it to steal from the culture, to appropriate or whatnot. But I think a lot of times the automatic reaction is always like appropriation, appropriation, when it's like, why can't we think about it more from a positive perspective? A lot of times that maybe it is appreciation, you know? Now, like the situation with the Olympics, the breakdancing, that I'm not gonna say it's appreciation.
Yeah, now, yeah, that was definitely appropriation.
Yeah, you know, that was disrespectful in my opinion, you know.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. But man, you know, shout out to to Kweli, man. as disrespectful
Yo,
as things have gone,
hold on.
man.
Yeah, just before we get off of that, I'm gonna say this. I love Talib Kweli Green. That is my brother forever. We had a little back and forth on the thing. I just asked him a question about something he said, and then back to business. I don't feel no way towards Kweli. You guys can stop with your narratives, because there's narratives going around or whatever. Stop with your narratives. It's all good. Love is love. That's my guy. If I seen him right now, I will roll up and let him smoke some of this Pete's dab with me. Like, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Panda, I'ma also say this too. Panda is my dude. I fuck with Panda. Panda has done a lot for me. I've been through some shit with Panda already too. You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy too. So it is what it is.
In this industry, you're gonna be cool with people that other people don't like. That's just how it is. Nobody's gonna like everybody. You know what I mean?
You know, I know. Like, you know what I mean? But if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Like, I'm not picking no side. I'm not drawing no line. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not in junior high. I'm a grown man. And I line up the people in my life that I feel suit me and my peace at this point in my life. So,
right, no doubt.
respectfully.
All right. Did you see Hove at Yankee Stadium? He done cut off all his hair. He got the old look back. What'd you think, man?
Thought it was dope. It was dope to see. I thought I didn't really listen to the freestyle. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't like what I heard of it. But
oh, really?
Nah, but then I saw a breakdown, and then I was like, oh, okay, so I gotta go back and really listen to it. With Hov, it's how he's delivering it now. Like it's not so much the wording, it's how he's saying it. So I gotta go back and listen, because I'm pretty sure, because like when I heard the breakdowns, those breakdowns was kind of ill. So I gotta go back. But like on first listen, I wasn't feeling how it was delivered, and I didn't hear the whole thing. So like it was like a little small clip of a clip type thing. So but it was great to see.
You want me to play it real quick?
What, the freestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna roll up this Pete's dad.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Word. Pete's dad, y'all, new stream.
Yep. So I thought it was dope because he addressed the whole Target thing. Because you know how people was like getting on him for doing the deal with Target after Target did this. They stopped their DEI programs. Yeah. And black people were trying to get on one accord, right? We boycotted Target. And I know the narrative has always been like about Jay, like how come he always going with the other side, like we against the NFL because they did cap a certain way or whatever. And he said, oh, I don't think it's time to take a knee anymore. I think that time's over. And then he does the deal with the NFL. Then the Target situation happens. And then, so he said, they say I sold out. Yeah, I did sell out. 3 nights. I sold Yankee Stadium the hell out. I'm a Target. AIM. Don't miss the Target. Exclusive. They only doing what Apple and Walmart did. You shopping at Amazon or you boycott. You posting on Instagram, that's meta, boy, stop it. You know Google owns YouTube, you picking and choosing, the politicking as usual. He went hard there, but I get what you're saying though, because the delivery wasn't as smooth. It was like he was kind of...
You reading it was fire.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like what he said about Cap taking a knee. He was like, Cap took a knee. He was like, no, he was like, Cap took a check. He say,
As long as the
I
check ain't
mad at that.
disparaging or whatever the signature. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah, no, he
Hobie's
said
on.
what he said they running out of narratives. They had to bring up Cap again. And then he said the check situation. Yeah, that was dope though.
And yo, let me tell you the one thing that I saw that made me smile like a fucking baby, bro, is when he brought out Nas.
Bro, that was epic to see them both. And it wasn't
Doing
just like
each
one
other's-
joint. Yeah, he was finishing his lines and shit like that. Like that was epic moment for hip hop, man.
They was
that
doing it for each other.
Right. That was almost as epic as when he did the I Declare War. And then he brought out Nas for the first time when he said, let's go, Esco.
Yeah,
right?
it was almost as epic as that.
Almost. Oh, man, that was crazy, though.
Bro.
But, you know, Jaz-O came out, too.
Yeah. Yo, I was tripping how Nas such a Queens nigga. Nas came out in Yankee Stadium with that Met shit on. That was strawberry Met shit on. Yo, that nigga with the Timbs, that nigga came out Diddy bopping, too. Like... Yo, shout to them, man. Yo, I smiled the whole time, bro.
Me too, man.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you a Nas fan and hate Jay. I don't give a fuck if you a Jay fan and hate Nas. I don't give a fuck if you hate both of them. I don't care if you love both of them. You gotta say that was great. Like if you don't say that was great, you don't know nothing. You don't love the culture. You can't.
Absolutely, man.
You can't.
And you know what's
like,
crazy?
There's no way.
This was just the first night. Because that was last night was Friday, right? Where he did the Reasonable Doubt 30. Tonight's supposed to be Blueprint 25, and then tomorrow is the extra show that he had to do because remember they first only announced 2 shows and he sold them out with the quickness. He had to throw in another show. You know what I mean? So
the album come out next week. I bet
who he's gonna have.
I bet you the album drops next week.
Oh, that would be crazy.
They're just not yo. Everything's calculated. Look how they dropped the merch right before the show so people could get the merch and wear it at the show. He comes out with the merch, the hat on. Like everything's, it's been rolling out. the shit's been rolling out.
Right, even the train shit, right?
Yeah, he's been rolling out the project.
Yeah. Yeah, he been in the limelight again for a minute now. You know what I'm saying?
Doing
so that's
interviews, all that. Yeah, the rollout has been going.
All right, man. What did you think about the whole Faizon Love and Aries Spears with Vlad situation?
That shit was weird, bro. I thought that shit was weird. Cause wait, you mean the beef? Because here's my thing. I think that first of all, Aries, I love Aries Spears. I love Aries. I think Aries is like his crowd work is some of the best. Like I don't know about like the actual things that he writes, but like I've sat on you.
He quick, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've watched on YouTube.
He be snapping on random people in the crowd, just like bro.
Bro, on YouTube, they've got compilations, like 3-hour compilations of his crowd work. Like I suggest y'all check it out. It's the funniest shit. And Faizon, I'm not. You know what? I'm not really a big fan of Faizon. Like I mean, I respect him. I respect Faizon, but I just don't like how he don't like New York. Like just the way he be acting towards New York. Like I don't like cause yo, man, like don't nobody hate the West Coast. Like we love fucking Cali, nigga. Like every time, like it's always something with him with New York. So like and it be real underlying, right? What was like the whole thing about them beefing?
Well, they've been talking a lot of shit about Aries, right? Because of course Vlad already had the issues with Aries and was talking spicy because Aries wanted more money.
Yeah,
and then you remember the whole Boosie thing and everything, right? And Faizon been taking shots at Aries,
right,
even on Vlad TV before that happened, you know? So they saying that Aries ain't really funny or successful. Mad TV really wasn't all that. Not many people watched it.
Who's saying that? Faizon?
Yeah, Faizon in it and Vlad. Vlad said, I never watched an entire episode of Mad TV. And Faizon was all like, nobody did. He's all like, nobody was really watching that. He's like, if your TV went out and the only thing that was available was Mad TV, he's like, you'd be watching Match. And like it's like he was saying all that, but bro, like I'm not saying I was like a heavy Mad TV supporter, but Mad TV had some shit on there. DMX was on there, like
Mad
you know
TV
when
was
him
funny,
and
bro.
Aries did the skit
look,
together.
I'm not gonna hold you. I never was like, damn, I gotta watch Mad TV. But if it was on and I'm watching it, I laughed at least twice.
Right.
I laughed.
But that shit went on for 13 seasons, so somebody was watching it,
yeah,
right?
Mad TV wasn't bad. I think I don't know what it was. It was something around it. It was something about Mad TV that people couldn't connect with, but it wasn't terrible. I think it was the white girl with the big eyes. She probably scared everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And then it goes, you are now watching, man, her eyes. You just see it like, nah.
Right, yo, this bitch scary. But then they were saying that Aries actually got caught. There was this rumor that Aries got caught arguing with a prostitute at a hotel, saying that he was overcharged. Right? So after that situation happened, I guess Faizon was checking into the hotel, and the lady at the front desk was saying to Faizon, excuse me, sir, we're a corporate hotel. We know you comedians like to, the last one here got caught with a prostitute or arguing with a prostitute in the lobby. And he was all like, what? Who did? You got to tell me. And she's like, I can't tell you, sir. It was Aries Spears. So then I guess Vlad had, when he was still cool with Aries, had brought up that rumor and asked him about it, and Aries made him cut it from the interview. So I don't know. It was kind of nasty work the way they did him, though. I'm not gonna lie. Even though Aries has done some questionable things, you know, even though he's one of my favorite comedians still, but he has done some questionable things. But man, Vlad has been on his helmet. He went on Corey Holcomb's show too. You saw that?
Nah, but I know Corey Holcomb don't fuck with that dude neither. He don't fuck with
Yeah, because remember when Aries got punched, he got beat up on the show?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That shit was crazy. He
been going in on him for years. He's been going in on him for years, right?
Yeah, man.
And so then right after you start beefing with Aries, I guess, yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I guess that's what it kind of is, you know? So he's like, yo, let me go on Corey Holcomb's show now. Then he's all of a sudden, he's at Corey Holcomb's stand-up. And he's all like, what I learned was that Aries never talks about himself, his own personal life in his comedy. He'll just tell jokes. And then he said that like Corey Holcomb actually talks about his own life. And I don't know, but
everybody does. Like most comedians usually put their own life in there. I never really noticed that. But again, it goes back to what I said earlier about I don't really think, and this is no diss to Aries. Just me personally, I think that Son's stand-up routine isn't appealing to me. I like his crowd work, you know, but that's just me. And I had to throw that disclaimer because people, we're living in a time where people get mad at you for having an opinion, bro. Like you can't even have an opinion about nothing.
No, but you know, Aries, one of his classic ones that I still watch every now and then, like I just randomly think about it, is when he did that that Comedy Stars thing.
Fire.
And then, like, remember Nelly was coming down and he was all like, who these bitches screaming for? And he's like, yo, give me them earrings so I can feed Africa. Like, yo, see, like, he's so quick with it off the quickness, right? Yeah. Like, it was crazy. And you've seen him where, like, he'll, like, look into the crowd and he'll see, like, an interracial couple. He'd be like, do you guys role play? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, during Halloween, you got to come out with a knife and be like, OJ and stuff like, yo, he's crazy
Yeah, he
with
be
it.
wilding like off the top of the head. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
he's
saying, yo.
crazy.
Everybody watching, once you finish watching this, go look up Aries Spears crowd work on YouTube. There's like compilations of him just no written material, just him just off the top fucking with the crowd. Hours of compilation, hours long.
Yeah. I still like his one stand-up special, Look I'm Smiling. Like he's got some dope ones for sure, bro. But I think that he dropped the bag with that Vlad situation, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was the worst time for him to bring that up when Vlad was already dealing with Boosie.
Yeah.
It's like, you should have not brought that up at that time.
Yeah. Your timing sucks, sir.
And you just got a raise at that time too, like 2 weeks prior. It's like imagine at your job you got a raise, then all of a sudden you come back, you be like, fine. I need another one. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy. All right, this next one, man. This one's got to be a sensitive one too, right? So, what do you think about this whole Big Tigga and his wife situation, bro?
It's interesting because I think watching the video.
You talking about the first video, the Ring camera one, when it's like dark and like
no, I'm talking about the one in the house when he was trying to take the phone back from her.
Okay.
And the I guess the assistant or whatever's in the back, like, Mr. Tigger, let go, Mr. Tigger. Like, he's clearly not doing that to her. He's just trying to get his phone back. She got his phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, the first one, I ain't see it. Like, I saw it, but I didn't see it. Like,
so it looked like what? Like, he's like trying to like get her to leave, and then she falls and hits her head on the door, right?
I did see
or
it.
something like that.
I did see it. But yeah, because I remember seeing it and I'm like, yo, well, what happened? Like I'm trying to see what she's talking about, that he did something.
This is not Cassie and Diddy video where clearly
right, where
you see
clear.
him like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, okay, it still leaves like a little bit of questioning. I guess this is kind of a learning experience for any man that like, you're not going to win in a situation if you trying to get your shit back or trying to like physically remove somebody or something like that. Like, it's always going to look bad for you if it's caught on camera.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's kind of the lesson at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure. Like that, like the Diddy shit, that shit was 4K.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they might as well have shot that shit from another angle. Like, yeah, right. Like they shooting Empire or some shit like that.
Right. There was like no disputing that one. But the Tigga situation, it's kind of sad though, because like, based off of what we see, can you say that it's enough to discredit him as a person and like his career? Because like, this is gonna ruin a lot for him if it hasn't already, right?
I actually know Tigga. I know Tigga through Mims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tigga was always cool. He was always chill, always had it. But again, like when you around people, I ain't gonna say I know Tigga in the sense that I could call Tigga to hang out with him or whatever. But like if I
why wasn't you on the basement, huh? Rap City.
But again, shit, why I wasn't on Vlad yet? Vlad said my name before on his show to Math Hoffer. Like, why I wasn't on, like, you know what I'm saying? Same reason.
Right.
Who knows? But Tigga was always cool, man. Like he was always cool. But again, like back behind the scenes, you don't know how a nigga act with his chick, and you know, it sucks, man. It sucks. Some bullshit, actually.
For situations like this though, right? I guess it stemmed from, there's a lawsuit now with his co-star on his podcast, the Big Tigga.
Because wasn't that like his mistress or some shit?
That's what his wife is saying, and she's suing now for that, for saying that like this is like defamation and whatnot.
Messy.
It's a real messy situation, man.
I know he wishes it would go away fast.
Yeah. So he's charged with aggravated battery, third-degree cruelty to children. Like these are, I mean, he's unequivocally denied the allegations,
Right.
you know, but I think she got a temporary protective order. But even then, now you seen the controversy with her. She got arrested.
Yeah.
Or
He's not
something like
still
that,
locked up, is he?
No, I don't think so. But she got arrested for some kind of warrant from 2019 for her missing child or something like that.
Yeah, that just happened, right?
Yeah.
I think I just saw that. I saw something about that. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Yo, I just hate to see people go through that. I don't know, man. Like if you're in a situation, but again, I don't know the intricacies of the relationship, so I can't really. A lot of that stuff is internal because I don't know what her character is. Like she could have been fucking nutty, and so you could say, "Yo, well, Tigga, you know that you should have been left," or it could have been vice versa. He could have been nutty behind closed doors, and she should have been left. The moral of the story, children, don't stay in something that's toxic. If the shit is toxic, get the fuck up out of there.
Absolutely.
Hey, why you, like, what we doing? You know?
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, hopefully the best situation happens for both of them, you know, whatever that is.
Word.
But the saddest part, I would say, is for those children, man.
Yeah.
For those children.
Yeah, cause this shit is everywhere. It's online. The shit is everywhere. They're gonna have to see this shit, man. That shit ain't cool.
I know, like, and then like you go to school and then people ask about it and shit like that, you know, and you can't escape it. Those articles are always gonna be there,
everywhere.
like even when they become adults. You know what I mean? That's sad, bro. That's definitely
man.
sad.
It's so damaging. Like it's more damaging than you think. You know what I mean?
Do you think they've done psychological studies on children who have had celebrity parents and the kind of like?
Sure. You know why? Cause there's been celebrity children. Well, children of celebrities who become celebrities that they probably based that off of, like Michelle Phillips from what was her name? Michelle something. Mackenzie Phillips from One Day at a Time. She was the Phillips nigga daughter from Mamas and the Papas. All the leaves are brown and this guy. Yeah, she was here, and their relationship was crazy. He was wild, like Ryan O'Neal and his daughter, Tatum O'Neal. Like it's with these actors and their daughters, and like it's a lot of it, bro. So I'm pretty sure there's studies, man. Drew Barrymore, her father was John Barrymore, and that was like a wild. He was notorious. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough.
I mean, like they got to do a study on the Kardashian kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Hulk Hogan's kids. Like, just like.
Speaking of that, is Bruce back a nigga again?
I don't know.
A month ago, I could have sworn I seen something, but you know how people be playing with AI and shit. You know, you be scrolling and shit.
That's
seen
the tough thing now. It's like, what can you trust and believe anymore, bro?
Right. I seen something. It was like, Bruce Jenner is back to boost something like that. And I just kept it moving. I giggled to myself. It kept it moving. Oh.
All right. Well, in other news, I can't believe I didn't hear about this. I guess it happened like 2 months ago. But Agallah dropped 2 diss tracks to Busta Rhymes. One called Chump and the other Blasphemy of Busta. Did you hear the tracks?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
What I think about what? If I think the songs are good, or do I think what I think about him dissing Busta?
All of it. Just I'm gonna let you talk.
Hmm. What I think about him dissing Busta is yo, if he has a relationship with Busta and he feels a way about something Busta did or is doing, and he wants to take it to the wax, I think that's great that as an MC he's doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not privy to the inside of what really his issue is with Bus. I've heard things, I've seen things, but I don't know. I haven't had a conversation with either, so I don't know. Um, I think that it's kind of like pissing in the wind because Bus is not gonna reply to that. You know, so I think that it's something that you could get off your chest and maybe jump in the algorithm type thing, but it's pissing in the wind. It's not, you're not gonna get what you wanted from that. You're gonna get other shit you want from that. Negative, could be some positives. You gotta be ready for that. But I don't, if that's what is heartfelt, then yeah. As far as what I thought of the songs, I mean, I heard them one time. I think Agallah is talented. I think Agallah is real dope.
Super dope. Super dope.
I heard the records, and I wasn't like
Impressed?
jumping out the window. I thought they was dope, but I wasn't like, oh, probably because I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, maybe if I knew what was going on, it would hit harder. Like it'd be like, oh, okay, I know where this is coming from. I'm privy to what's going on. So damn, this hit. But it's so random, and it's just so to me, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess he's been taking shots at Bus for years through interviews, like little subs and shit like that. Because, they were working together in the 90s, and Agallah has said that he contributed beats, writing, creative ideas, and all this stuff. And he's never really gotten paid from that properly. So in the songs, he did talk about the fact that, like, yo, you stole my publishing. And, I never got, like, he feels really like underappreciated. He never got the respect that he deserved from the thing. He feel like Busta snaked him and was disloyal. And
so why he don't just go the legal route?
I think that for songwriting specifically, or like those type of things, like there's a limited amount of years that you can do it.
Oh,
if I'm correct, because I had a conversation with Gongu Roach before, right, who specialized in that type of stuff. He said it's like 3 years. If you don't file it within 3 years,
so why
we
you
talking like if this happened from the 90s? But imagine this, like, say from Agallah's perspective, right? If that's your man, you guys are cool, and the whole time he keeps telling you, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna take care of you, whatever, for years or whatever, and then it don't happen, like, I don't know. We don't know, right? But this is based off of what he said. And Ag in the songs, he's like making allegations. Busta got robbed by like his own hitters and stuff like that. He's calling Busta, like, saying he taking Ozempic, he looking like a skinny crackhead, he ugly, all types of shit. Like, it's crazy what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's because he's dissing them. He making diss records.
Yeah.
But again, like, it's like, what you trying to do? Like, you just trying to expose it? Or, okay, so if you trying to expose it, mission accomplished. But here's my thing. I'm just not a fan of doing shit just to do it. Like, it's gotta be a reason. Not so much a reason, but an end result that I'm looking for doing that. I can have reasons all day, but if I'm not gonna attain something from doing this, especially something like that, like some war shit, like going to war shit, it has to be. Nobody goes to war just to go to war. You're going to war There's no country that goes to war. You're going to war to win something. You're getting something because you couldn't negotiate something. So you're trying to get something. So what's the goal? You think dissing him is going to get you your publishing? Like what? Like what's the goal? You want him to reply back? Do you just want it to just be, yo, I'm exposing it to the world? What is it? Like, because us knowing that will probably make the records hit different, is what I'm saying. I know for me.
Right.
You know, for me.
But I think the majority of the people are just going to be entertained and they're not going to care. And they
Of course,
still going to
of
rock with
course.
Bus. You know what I mean? Because Bus is the bigger name, right? But
how much entertainment are they going to get? Bus is not going to reply.
right. And at the same time, that doesn't mean that Agallah should not say anything, though, because if he feels like in his heart that, yo, this is what I want out there. So maybe if enough people come forward to say, like, yo, they've experienced something similar.
I agree. Put like this: if I was Agallah, I would leave it at that. I said what I said. I wouldn't even say no more, yo. Like,
but he still is, though, right? So like he said, like,
because it looks crazy after a while, because you're talking to yourself,
right? So he said that, like, basically Busta hasn't responded in the songs, but I guess he got his people calling Agallah to tell him to stop or something like that.
Hearsay.
Right. And then he's saying that Busta claims blood affiliation, but he acts like a god. Have you ever heard Busta claim blood or anything like that?
Well, not so much that I've heard him sue whoop or whatever, but there was a time, a period where he was around some niggas, and I'm thought to myself, Busta blood? But that it was just a quick time. Like, I had never heard him bang it, never heard him nothing. And funny thing is, he from Flatbush, it's Crip over there. So
right. So the thing is, though, Ag then shows a text message from Capadonna, and Capadonna is giving him props for dissing Busta, saying that the tracks were hard and stuff. And I don't think
I saw that.
Yeah, and I don't think that Cap appreciate that being made public if he's thinking it's private, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm pretty sure he didn't think it was going to be made public.
Yeah, cause honestly, I don't think Ag. From what I know, Ag, I don't think Ag asked that nigga, yo, it'd be okay if I could post it.
Right. So
Probably not.
Ag's caption for when he put on that the Capadonna text message, he said, "Big up those who see the foulness Busta has allowed to get out of control, lies, false friendship. He really a chump to be that rah dragon-ish is played out, buddy. That's why you don't do no songs with legends, only young cats to get him back in the game." That's not true. He just did a song with Eminem not too long ago where they was going back and forth like crazy. But Ag, spin your narrative, you know what I mean?
Words,
Dude,
talk your shit, Ag.
right. Dude is poison for a lot of people in the business, uses folks, scams them too. I mean, I can go on, but I am waiting to see if he responds or not. He will act like he ain't phased. Will the gods have spoken? Make a note of it, hip hop. This was just on the 3rd, right before July 4th, he put this up. Then he did a video talking about, yo, I'm smoking on that Busta pack all summer. And he was saying, like, if you guys want more information, you're going to have to pay me for an interview. So it's looking bad,
I saw that.
bro.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's kind of looking bad. And from things that I've heard from other people like M80 about Ag and stuff, you know, he's not doing the best financial, or wasn't at one time. I don't know if it's gotten better, but it's just kind of sad to see. Like you said, what is the end goal to all of this?
Yeah, man. Like when you shoot, you're shooting to kill. When you go to the range, it teaches you, you know, how to aim, how to hold it, how to, you know, you're not just walking in a room. You need to be precise. Hit your target. You like hit your target. That's it.
And on that video, the caption he had put "Chump Pack" and "Blasphemy Pack" on my page. putting that pressure on Busta Rhymes, aka Shoe Shine, Polish Head, aka Chump, aka Wannabe Bloodsucker, False God, who is the undercover boy. So he's questioning his sexuality. I don't know if you heard on the record, he said that he was a tight end and came out a wide receiver.
There's always been gay Busta allegations. I say this. I say this about Bus. I toured with Bus with Mary Ben Ari, and we did like 30 cities, like all them House of Blues joint. Mary, you know, she played a violin, so she don't rap. So Destroy was the hype man. I was the rapper. Totally Clips from the Executioners. He was the DJ. And this girl named Ayana Irish, she sang for Patti LaBelle and them. She was the singer. And Bus, I'm a huge fan. You know, that's why this disappointed me as a fan. Bus ain't speak to us. I mean, he spoke to her. He spoke to Mary. She was the star. She was, you know, so he spoke to her. He didn't speak to us for the whole tour to the last day in San Francisco, I think. And like, just his demeanor, like he just was real, like his face was screwed up. Even at girls, like I just was like, damn, yo. And I'm gonna tell you, I seen a kid, he had to have been like 12, 13, maybe. You know, he said to Bus, he said, yo, Bus, wow, yo, I love you, yo, I support you. That nigga Busta said, hey, yo, you don't fucking support me. I feed my motherfucking kids. I was like, damn, yo, the little nigga looked like his heart was broke. I looked like, yo, my heart.
Yo, you serious? You
Word
really?
is bond. Word is bond.
Wow.
I don't know if it was a bad day or whatever, but I you know, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that.
What year is this?
05?
So around Aftermath time?
Yeah, cause Touch It came out. Touch It was
this
coming
was
out.
around the allegations of the steroid use though, right?
Yeah, Touch It was coming out because that was no. It was Aftermath. Fucking the Big Bang. Cause he
Touch It was on the Big Bang though.
Yeah, he was okay. So yeah, he was doing records. He was doing the shit, the get you some. Yo, live? Yo, I will say this. Nobody fucking with Busta Rhymes live. I've seen a lot of niggas. He might have fell off now, I don't know, but I know then, 45 minutes into his show, you are exhausted from partying. And he still ain't do Scenario yet. Ooh. He still ain't do Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See yet. Like that shit he ain't even do yet. When he say, hi shit, got all my people in wear clothes, he dead serious because you at the show, you sweaty. And by the time he get to that part, nigga, like he ain't even do the bangers yet. You know what Scenario come on, you gotta jump. Here we go, yo. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? And Spliff and him is, it was ill seeing them.
Can we give some props to Spliff as a hype man though?
150 billion%. I watched them every night. We would do the show and we opened for them. And I would, other members of the crew, they would want to go look for bitches and shit. Not me. I'm going in the crowd because I want to watch Boss every night. Just watching them. yo, like the way they play off of each other, him and Spliff, they got routines, they got all type of things that they do that, oh man, like that shit, bro, incredible, bro. If you got a chance to see Busta Rhymes perform anywhere, you have to go. I'm just saying, like, you have to see him. I haven't seen him live in a while, so I don't know what it's hitting for now, but I know what it was hitting for then. That nigga.
But I'm saying though, this was during the time of the allegations that he was using steroids, right? Remember there was allegations of that?
For sure.
So I'm wondering, could it be tied to that? Because you know the side effects of steroids, like it got you kind of acting kind of a little crazy sometimes. But that's real sad for that kid, man. Because like that's why they say like don't meet your heroes, and like you gonna be disappointed, and just oh man, that kid's face looked heartbroken, huh?
I always remember that. Yo, also too, like I got another one with Mary, like another wild story with her. So we was up at Sirius Radio with her, all of us, and yo, this is crazy. So
Wait, you talking about Mary J. Blige?
No, Mary Ben Ari, the violinist.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so we up there with her. She's getting interviewed. I don't remember who was interviewing her, but she was getting interviewed on one of them platforms, right? So, it's serious. It's the big floor. It's a whole floor, and there's mad rooms, and all the rooms are different stations, but they're all made of glass. Like you could see through them, right? So, true story, right? I remember sitting in there, and Mary's getting interviewed, and I look up because it's glass. You could see coming down the way. You could see it's a little bit of commotion. Like it looked like it's about to start filling up. There's some people. So I'm looking. Yo. Why I seen J and B with the entourage and shit. They was on their way up to the shit. I'm like, oh shit. Right? So as they're walking by, Mary turns. They see her. They wave at her. She waves at them. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? So boom, I'm tripping. So my girlfriend at the time, she was a big Jay and Beyoncé fan, and I'm a big Jay-Z fan, right? So I go into the hallway, right? Now, when I'm in the hallway, now this must have been a situation where she was being interviewed and he was just there, because she goes into the room. He stays out. Most of the people go in the room with her. There's some people that was still out there with him, right? Before she goes in there though, keep in mind, yo, she was cursing this nigga the fuck out. Now, mind you, during this time, this is Beyonce. Like everybody thought she's like the perfect. I think this was before she played Etta James in that movie, Cadillac Records. I'm pretty sure, because that's when we first really heard her cursing. But I saw her cursing. Yo, she cursed the shit out of this nigga Jay-Z. She was going buck Fulio.
Yo, Jay-Z, give an example. What is she saying? Like
fuck you, nigga. That's some fucked up shit. Fuck that. Nah, fuck that. I can't remember word for word because it's so long ago, but I just remember it was venom. Like, fuck.
So we talking Destiny's Child, more hood Beyonce, not like the cleaned up image that we started to see.
That's who I was hearing.
That's
who I was hearing. B from Texas.
Yeah.
I was hearing B from Texas. There's no cameras on. Like it's who she is, right? So I'm tripping. Jay cool in a fan though. He ain't saying shit. That nigga was in his phone. Like he's in his phone. He cool as shit. He ain't say nothing, right? So I go out into the hall. I'm seeing this. That happened mad quick though, cause she goes into the thing and he's still standing out there. So I call my shorty at the time, right? Bring. She was at work. And I'm like, yo, answer the fucking phone, answer the phone. So she answers at the mad ring. She's like, what's up? I was like, yo, guess who I was close, so close to, I could smack the shit out of the nigga. She was like, who? I said, Ho. She said, what? I said, yeah, the niggas, I told her, I said, yo, and B's here. B just cursed the nigga out. The niggas in the, she was like, get the fuck out of here. She was like, it's mad people by him? I was like, not, yo, word to my grandkids. It was like 2 niggas there with him, right? So I'm like, yo, it's just a couple niggas with him. So she was like, yo, this your shot. You better say something to that nigga. You better say there ain't no cameras around, ain't nothing around. Bro, when I say how close it was, like, "20 feet.
Wow.
Easy." She's like, yo, you better say something. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna say something. She gave me hype. She was a Brooklyn chick too. So when she's like, yeah, nigga, you bring that shit home. You. Word to mother, right? So, bro, I hang up with Shorty, take the goat, and I walk back in the room, bro. I punked out.
Oh, what? Why,
Punked
man?
out. I later, I regretted it until a few years later. I saw Hov. Was I with Mims in them? I think I was with Mims in them at the time. And I saw somebody ask him, no, they said, yo, Hov, will you take my CD? You take my CD? He said, he looked at them, he was like, I don't want that shit. And they was like, when can I get a meeting? Yo, everything I love. He looked, he laughed, he said, never.
Damn. Wait, you were actually there and saw him do that?
With Mims, yeah. Word up.
Oh, shit.
Word up.
That's crazy, man. So what kind of phone did you have the first time when he was getting cussed out?
I think that was a BlackBerry.
Okay, so definitely no real camera phone, smartphone at the time.
I think it was a
if
BlackBerry.
it happened
like,
today,
this how long ago it was. Like, it was 05. I want to say 05, 04, 05, because I end up running around with Mims 06, 07.
Yeah, because if it happened today, your ass, I mean, could have easily recorded that, like, or somebody would have recorded that shit.
Word to mother. They would have made me, but they would have told me put the phones away. Like they're so big, like they're like that. Like they be like, nah, put that shit away. But yeah, bro, true fucking story, yo.
That's crazy, man. So Hov didn't even look disappointed or hurt that he got cussed out by Beyonce at all.
He wasn't paying that shit no attention, son. I'm gonna keep it tall.
He was just used to it.
He was like,
with a diva. When you got that premium, you know what come with the premium.
Bro, my son was cooler than the fucking other side of the pillow, bro. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. She was going crazy.
Wow. And what about the people in the interview room? Did you see their reaction?
Yo, honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to them.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you mean the people in the room with me or in that room?
No. Because like before she went into the interview.
Oh, nah, right? I wasn't really, come on, it's J and B. I'm looking at them like I wasn't really.
Because they had to have seen and heard it too.
Yeah,
so I'm wondering what their
reaction
was.
Definitely that. Definitely. You definitely heard it.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
You definitely heard it. Mm-hmm.
All right. This next question I want to ask you about, right? There were Agallah, he dissed PH after he had died.
That's what I heard. I heard that here's a story, right? So I was working on an album called Caesar Borgia with my boys Team Demo. Team Demo produced it. Shout to them. And you know, I said earlier, I'm a big fan of Agallah. Like I was like, yo, man, I want to do something with Agallah. I had just seen him at Planet Asia's birthday party in New York. And, we was chopping it up like, yo, we need to do something. Woo, woo, woo. So reached out to him. We did the song, and the song is hard, right? So some time go on, and I think it was Planet Asia's birthday, and I posted a picture, you know, because Asia, that's my nigga. Like, I got stories like of me and him that's crazy, like way back, like that. Like, Asia's my nigga. So it's Asia's birthday, and so I posted the picture from that year. Might have been a previous year, you know, of me, Agallah, Asia. And I'm like, yo, happy birthday, my nigga Asia. Woo, woo, woo. I get a DM from somebody that's down with us, the PH family. You know what I mean? And she says to me, she says, yo, fuck that nigga Agallah. I said, why? Like, why you saying that? She was like, because when PH died, she said when PH died, that he was tweeting, he was on some drunk shit tweeting, PH, he don't know why everybody love PH like that. He ain't really do too much for the culture, this, that, whatever it was, it wasn't rest in peace to my nigga, right? So me, immediately, when she told me that, I went from 0 to 100 because I'm like, everybody on earth knows how I feel about P, right? So if you had an issue with P and we doing music, yo, son, why you ain't kicking with me about it and at least talk to me about it? Like, not even on no trying to tuck the tail type shit, just like, yo, I know that was your brother, you know, whatever that was, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, rest in peace. Just on some respect shit.
Little heads up.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know you did that. I didn't even know you did that. I was put on to that. So, boom, I felt the way, bro. I did, cause I ain't gonna front. I did. And I spoke to Blitz, and Blitz told me, he was like, yo, it ain't nothing. We saw him at a convention, and you know, he was apologetic the whole weekend, and he was apologetic when he got back to New York. So apparently they squashed it, so it really wasn't no reason. You know, just me, I just kept my distance because I felt the way. I didn't keep my distance. Like, I still follow him. Like, he put something up that's dope, I'll like it or whatever. Like, it ain't beef, it's just weird. It's just weird. Like, how am I supposed to feel?
But it's enough to make you change how you see somebody, though.
Yeah, because, like, yo, we ain't had a conversation, and yo, man, you cool. I've never had a problem with him. I've heard about issues that he had with other people or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's from the borough. That's between them. I don't have no issues with him. My only issue that I have is, damn, son, why you couldn't talk to me about that? Like, before we did the song. You know, like, yo, man, I just wanted to, because everybody know what it was with me and P. Or maybe he didn't, but I can't even give him that. Because everybody knew, man. Like, I can't even give you that.
So it's not just somebody from the family that said it, but then also Blitz and other people co-signed the fact that
Blitz
this happened.
is on the family. Like, that's what I mean. Like, when I say the family, I'm spelling it with a PH. So it's PHAMILY. So it's all of us that like, Penn is in there. Like, it's a lot of it. Like, if I was to say her name to Penn would know exactly who I'm talking about.
Right, but I'm saying that's multiple people confirmed that this happened.
Oh, yeah,
that he was
absolutely.
disrespectful
Absolutely.
to PH after his death.
Absolutely.
Though.
Confirmed.
But like,
these were tweets.
Yeah. So it's not, like you said, it's not anything personal between you and him, but at the same time, for somebody to do something like that that's insensitive at the time of somebody's death is very questionable.
Right. Especially since nobody knows what the problem is. Like, I could see if, okay, look, I could see if y'all had beef, that's one thing, right?
Right.
All bets are off. But can't nobody really be mad. Like y'all had beef. Like, but if didn't nobody even know you had a problem, like it's like, damn, that's random. Because P, as far as I know, always spoke highly of Ad. Since he was Adolf.
Dang.
Always. Like it was, I've never heard, like, just like I could say the same thing like about you. Like you never said nothing bad about Kweli, at least to me. Like, yo, PH never ever said anything crazy about Agallah to me. So I don't understand why when PH died, there were tweets. Now, mind you, I never saw a tweet. I never saw a tweet. I heard of the tweets. So let's make that clear.
Right.
Yeah, you know, make that clear. It's all, I heard about them.
But when multiple people confirm
right, multiple people confirmed. Yeah, you know. Well, yeah, they ain't got no reason to, you know, they love P. They love P. So
it's harder for you to kind of brush it off and be like, oh, I don't know for sure. It's kind of like, this is 99%. Then you know what I mean? Like,
not only did some of the people that confirmed it love P, they love peace. Like they're peaceful type people. Like they're not really with the rah-rah.
And I'm gonna give you kind of something that's a little bit more the benefit of the doubt, because like if you look, even after Sean Price had passed, multiple people confirmed that Agallah was saying things about him, and that was his man, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
that's what I was gonna say, but it was
out of his behavior.
Right, I was gonna say that when I said I know about a lot of his beefs with other people, them with Boot Camp, because and rightfully so, man. You know, they really work together closely. So to kind of go out like that is bad, man. Like I don't know. You know, God bless the brother. Me personally, I don't have no issues with him. My issue, I ain't gonna say I don't have no issues with him. Today, I mean, I let my issue go. I'm just very disappointed that we ain't had a conversation. I mean, maybe he feel like he ain't owe me that conversation. That's cool too. You know, that still don't stop the fact that I felt the way. Is it because I would have said something, you know, but I'm learning every day that everybody don't move like you will move. So
absolutely. Man.
What are we gonna do?
All right, next question. Cheap teeth, cinnamon doo-doo, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
How you gonna diss the OG?
What's so funny is that, remember when we first did the first interview, I was like, yo, he just dropped the diss track too. And you're like, oh, I ain't heard it. And then after that, it went crazy, right? Like when you first heard it, when you finally heard it, what was your reaction? And then like the videos of him like with the microphone and everything, like
yo, Panda, you know it's crazy? Yo, y'all probably gonna ban me. I'm gonna have the comments go crazy. Panda, you laughing because you know ain't no telling what I'm about to say, right? Like, that shit kind of grew on me. Word. Like, not grew on me to the point where I want to put that shit on, but if I'm scrolling and that shit's on, I'm watching that shit. I'm listening to that shit. I'm singing along with that shit. Yo, she said, I'm gonna play the OG. He helped you and he helped me. Yo. She said, you sound gay like Jason Lee. Yo. Yo. Nah, son. I mean, this shit is ass, bro. That shit is ass burgers, right?
But it's
look,
entertaining.
Yeah, bro, like, come on, man. But the beat, I like the beat.
But you don't think that, like, okay, like, Do you question why are you doing this, Dame?
At first I did.
Okay, then you came up with an answer after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dame's a genius. Bro, listen, bro. Listen. People could say, oh, that's weird. That's whack. Why is he doing that? That shit is stupid. You look dumb. You don't look like you did before. Oh shit, you going out bad. Guess what? We're saying it. We are in a new time. He figured that shit out. Good, bad, or indifferent, you will make money if you are being talked about. He figured it out. Let me make the fucking dumbest shit ever. That shit was, the glee on his face. You go back to the fucking videos with him and Jay on some real fire shit and how he.
Yo, you doing the dance?
So you know he knows what fire is. You don't lose that. So yo, bro, dude is trolling, obviously.
Right.
Dude, we're in the land of bro. This is troll.
So you don't
Troll
think
life.
that at a certain age you shouldn't be doing certain things anymore or whatever? Like you just think that, okay, he's adopted the model now of what social media is and he's playing by these rules now.
That age thing is getting so crazy to me because not only because my ass is old now, and I'm gonna find reasons to retort what it has to do with age. By the way, yo, we smoking on that Pete's Dad all day. Yo, that shit is wow. Age. Why does it have to be a certain age to stop doing anything? Like, I feel like you do it till you can't no more. Everything. I feel like he's a businessman, right? We know that to be him. So there's an age on how you handle business? Because all he's doing is following the framework of how to conduct business in today's society. Just get lit. It don't matter how you get lit. Get lit and the checks come. You could get endorsements, you could get all types of money thrown at you as long as you get lit. They prove it time and time again. He sat back just like all of us and watched this happen. He's a genius. He had enough of a name to where people are already paying attention. He could talk about Cam, who's lit. Talk about Jay, who's forever lit. They're tied to him, so that can, oh, Dane, you're weird. Well. Now, yo, what else could we do? Let's make the fucking dumbest record. I could see, y'all can't see Dame sitting there like, yo, we're gonna make the stupidest record that we can make. That nigga probably came in the studio a couple times and the shit was too dope. And he was like, no, that shit is too fire. Nah, that shit is too fire. Make that shit whacker. Come on, whack. That shit's too fire.
What do you think Jay's response was or reaction when he saw it for the first time?
I bet you Jay laughed because Jay knows the play. He sees the play.
Can you do a Jay impression?
No, I'm working on Jay.
Okay. All right.
I'm definitely working on Jay. I've been working on Jay for a minute.
All right.
Oh.
I was about to say it for you. Okay.
But. Oh, what's up, baby? Oh. Hey, yo, what's up, baby? What's up, man? It's your man. It's your man, LL Cool J. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What we talking about? What we talking about, B? If it ain't about the money, B, what we talking about? Oh. Oh. Oh shit! What's up, baby? Hey, yo, Panda, what's up, baby?
You're making me uncomfortable, man. You're licking your lips a little too much, man.
That's L, man. I gotta keep it moisturized. You know what I mean? I keep it moisturized, B. You know what I mean? Work it up, B.
All right, so Dame said Rivera got stabbed by Jay-Z over Charli Baltimore. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. And what was your reaction when you saw him say that?
That he said a story that we all knew already.
So did you see Un's response to it?
I saw that.
That guy asked him, I think it was Art of Dialogue, right?
Art.
He asked him multiple times, like, did you have a romantic relationship? Did you have intimate moments? Like, this motherfucker did everything around, go around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying. I was like, man, I would admit that shit. I'd be like, hell yeah, fuck Charli Baltimore.
Yeah, all these years later, like, come on, man. Like, at this point,
she was
like, that's
bad.
what I'm saying. Like, at this point, at this point, all stories are a go unless it's incriminating. Like, if it's already out there,
absolutely.
Like, come on, man. All stories are a go, bro. I'm sorry. That's why I'm saying, yo, ask me whatever, bro. Cause all stories are a go.
But then, like, he told Charli, Un's like advice was like, Charli, you should sue him over these being false stories or something like that. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see that.
She did an interview too. She did an interview calling out Dame.
I saw that she did an interview. I ain't see it.
Yeah, she did an interview saying that, like, Dame is telling stories he has no proof about and everything.
Yeah, it's easy for her to say that. Yo, listen. Everybody out in Panda Chop world, I need y'all to understand something. Everybody was fucking everybody. Like, please don't get it twisted, especially if they was young girls coming into the game and these niggas was of some sort of prominence. It's a fact. Like, I'm not saying nothing that.
Wait, what do you mean younger? You talk about underage, or are you talking about?
I don't mean underage necessarily.
Okay.
I just mean.
Just gotta clarify that. Okay?
I just mean younger, like younger than their counterpart, like green,
more inexperienced.
Yeah, green. Yeah, inexperienced, green type of girls. Like, they hadn't really been around these type of situations. So this is happened bigger than hip hop. It's happened in rock and roll. It's happened in jazz. It happens in every fucking genre of music.
Absolutely.
Like, this doesn't stop. It's part of the game. Part of it. Like, you can't have the game and not have this. Like, that's like having Monopoly. You bought Monopoly, but that shit don't come with the fucking car. You got all them other shits, but it don't got this fucking shoe or the hat. Like, what the fuck is this? Get this out of here. This ain't Monopoly. You know what I'm saying? I always got a fucking analogy, Panda. Pardon me.
So she ended up saying, I have an issue with men gossiping about other men, but that's just how I feel about it. I have an issue with that. He literally could go on podcasts and talk about Rockefeller all day long because that's his legacy. You know, he put that together. He was a trailblazer. The gossip, I don't get that.
So a person telling a story from their perspective from a time when they was there is gossiping? I don't know. Like, I just think people like to use words and come up with words and shit to downplay. Because usually a hit dog hollers, right? Right.
She said, I just don't feel like I should be collateral damage in it. That's not your story to tell. That's gossip. I honestly don't think that he's saying it to be malicious towards me. I just feel like he's talking and he has no filter. She says Jay-Z is now married man with children, making the entire situation even more inappropriate.
That's true, but it's light, and only Jay need to worry about that. So why you worry about Jay's situation? They're just tough. Yo, if it happened, it could be talked about. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. It happened. What? Something gonna happen and you're gonna be like, oh, don't tell nobody that we ate chicken today, 20 years from now. Because that's...
I'm not gonna lie, the way that they both responded, and Charli, though, it makes it seem like it is true, though.
Yeah. Everybody knows it. Even, there's even peep game, like peep the interviews with the people that were around. Like Dutch and Spade or whatever, like, there's interviews on like My Expert Opinion where they talking to Dutch and they ask Dutch, and Dutch, his response is like, oh, well, shit, I don't know.
All right, well, let me ask you this, though. Is and Jay wrong for getting at Charli after Biggie had passed? If that was Biggie's girl that he was fucking with. Well, I mean, it wasn't like it was Faith. It was like a side chick for Big, right?
Yeah. Okay. So look, yeah, in theory, yeah, but and Jay was his man. So if she was just a bop to Big, then if she was somebody he really gave a fuck about, then nah, that's fucked up. Cause there's mad things that I done took down that my crew done took down. But I took it down first.
Because you could argue, look at Stevie J and Faith Evans.
That there, I don't like that. I don't like that because...
That's what I'm saying, though. But that was Big's girl for real, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was his wife.
Yeah, exactly. That's a different situation.
And
now you're talking Charli was...
Ain't he the godfather of one of the kids or something? Stevie J?
I don't know about all that, but if he is, then damn, that's even worse.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then, like, that I never liked that. And I interviewed Faith on 6 Man Radio. I wanted to ask her that shit so bad, but I didn't.
You didn't ask her about the Tupac shit?
No. Nah. I was asking about her music. I was trying to be, this was pre, like, you know, everybody was trying to figure the podcast shit out.
Right.
I
And
had
it hadn't
on
gone
there.
super salacious yet.
Yeah. I gotta find that shit and send it to you. But that was actually my last one, the one with her. And after that, I was like, I'm cool. Not because of her, but just because I just was burnt out.
So you do believe that Jay stabbed over Charli?
Yeah. He admitted it. He said it. He said it, what was that shit? He mad because he said I stabbed him. It was a scratch. I scratched him and we back friends. What song was that? I forgot what song that was on, but yeah.
I don't remember, but what did you think of Un's open letter to Jay?
That shit was stupid as fuck. Well, nigga, just send that shit to him. Text it to him.
No, you don't think because he made it public that Jay made that freestyle public saying that, you don't think that he should be able to say it public?
I guess.
Remember, Kweli said something public. You responded public.
But I'm talking about that letter could have went to Jay privately. He could have responded publicly, but that type of letter, the way that letter, now. Come on, man. Like, you could have dropped that shit in the fucking mail, bro. And you read the shit.
He got Jay's email or something like that. He could have even, something.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Brooklyn shit.
All right, this is the part of the interview I've been waiting to get to, man. What did you think of our first interview and the reaction from the people?
Yo, I had fun. I thought that shit was wild fun. And the reaction, I loved it. I thought the shit was so hilarious because it showed me people. If I had to, if an alien came from outer space and was like, hey man, show me people, I'd be like, oh, I got a doozy for you. Right? So I would show him this, right? This is a world where no one can have an opinion about something that they like, whether it's good or bad. This is a world where a human being will threaten somebody because of their opinion about somebody who made some songs. They've never met them, never been to their house, don't know their children's name, don't know that their mother don't feel good, could give a fuck that your mother's dying, could give a fuck. It might say, damn, that's fucked up if you told them, but are they coming to the funeral? But you ready to crash for these niggas.
And you're talking primarily the response to the KRS situation, right?
Yeah, the KRS situation.
Right.
I had people tell me, who do you think you are to have an opinion? Nigga, I'm a grandfather, a father, I pay bills, I pay rent. Nigga, I'm a grown-ass man in society. I got a right to an opinion of anything, nigga.
And you more known than most of the motherfuckers making comments in the damn reel.
But that's relative. Because, I had people tell me, people say, what have you, this is how I read all the comments, like it's crazy. And what have you contributed to hip hop? Yo, I look at that shit and I laugh because I'm not gonna, do the homework. You obviously ain't hip hop if you don't know. I can't. You obviously pay attention to just the popular shit, whatever, cool. You're not tapped in, real talk. So that's not my fault. Or do the homework. Obviously, there's a reason why I'm sitting here talking to son. You're not. Your man ain't. I am. He's asking me what I think of something. That's who I am. So
right, but they try to twist it though to be like, Panda, you interview anybody now. Oh, you interview nobodies. You know?
Yeah. And then somebody said, yo, you nobody. Yeah, to you. But I'm somebody to somebody. I'm a father. I'm you understand? In our world, nigga, you leaving the you're a nobody. You see how that works? Let's get to know each other. Stupid. This is the point. Every hip hop is the most nose in the air as genre. We really have to work on home before we worrying about what's going on with these popular things. We so busy. Oh, well, who is this? Nigga, do your homework first. I had people threaten me, talk about, yo, I'm gonna run down on you, see? No, you're not. You know how I know you're not? Because you told me you are. You told me you are. And I said this before. I'm going to say this here. Listen to me. I have my opinion, right? I didn't say anything about KRS-One. The KRS-One, I didn't diss you. I did not diss you. I said your voice was annoying. That's what I said. And I did an impersonation. I said, ha, 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 ha. Now, see, now hip hop, because if Shan understood the battle, that's what I said. Right? And then I said, there's no way that you could be the worst legend in hip hop, that would have to be Bam Bop. That's what I said. Right? Now, the clip showed a piece of Lush, shout to Lush, saying what he said. He thinks KRS-One is the worst legend in hip hop. That's his opinion. Do I agree with him? No. But who cares? That's his opinion. I'm not going, I'm going to kill you because, no. So I'm going to tell y'all a secret. And it ain't even really a secret. If you run down on me on some bullshit about an opinion or some shit that I said about what I'm being asked for, and let's say I'm out with my lady or whatever and run down, yo, as sure as the sky is blue, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm licensed. And so is my lady. We gonna have target practice on you. Please don't play yourself just to appease niggas you don't even know. If you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation about it. But don't threaten me over an opinion, bro. I'm a man, bro. I'll put you down. 100%. I don't give a fuck if you know who I am, don't know who I am. It doesn't matter. Your family's gonna want the police to know who I am. And that's word to everything I love, my grandchildren, your grandchildren. And I'm not trying to sound like no tough guy, nothing. Like, I love hip hop. We just kicking it, talking, but I'm going to defend myself and mine if you run down, talk about some shit that we talk about. Okay? Okay. Now back to business. But yeah, I had people doing that. I had people talk about, we had celebs in there. We had like Will Mills was laughing. We had like Peter Rosenberg came in and said what he said. Who else was in there? DJ SNS, wasn't he in there?
I forgot. There was a lot of people, man. I lost track because that reel is like at 106,000 views right now. And like, it got so much engagement. It went crazy.
Yeah.
It went crazy, bro.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I think that if KRS-One seen it, he'd laugh.
But you know what's even worse is that people didn't understand. They misunderstood what you said. Because when I asked you, do you agree with that? You said, do I think he the worst? No, because what else he do besides be annoying? And I think they took it as
they
you
took it out of
saying that
context.
what else did he do for hip hop besides be annoying?
Right. But
You know,
again,
which
this
is-
goes back to the original thing. If an alien came down and wanted to be taught something, they will be taught that humans don't understand context. They take things out of context. Like,
Comprehension.
yeah, bro. Like, I had people tell me KRS-One should smack the shit out of you. Okay, next in the next episode of shit that's never gonna happen. Like, fuck you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand there and let KRS-One smack the shit. I don't give a fuck who he is. You niggas is crazy. You niggas is stand there and let KRS-One smack you. Yo, and that's the thing. Like, me personally, I don't worship people. So I feel free enough to say, but if and here's the gag. If I did this KRS-One, I would stand on it. The fuck? And ain't none of you niggas gonna do nothing except defend him, and he don't even know you. I would respect the nigga who know him and hang and bang with the nigga every day before I respect one of you niggas who just like how he rap. Fuck out of here. SMD. Shout to Boss Chick Rain. She got these shirts on deck. We got white and black out.
Which was so crazy because we ended that reel with you saying, I respect KRS and what he did for hip hop.
They don't hear that. They say that somebody said that it was a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, I know that was wild too. It's crazy, man.
I'm like, okay, I can't win with you niggas. Like I can't win with you niggas. Like, so I laugh at them. Like niggas be going back and forth and, oh, you're corny and you're whack. All right, cool. Oh, yo, see, you hating. One nigga named Mr. Blends. I thought this nigga was cool. I know a couple niggas. I don't even know this nigga like that, but I seen his name around on my page. This nigga got like 2 followers or some shit like that, but the nigga's like, yo, see, you always on here talking shit, hating. No, I'm not. And he's like, yo, you only get 70 likes. I'm like, nigga, you still worrying about likes, bro? You a like nigga? Nigga, you know what I figured out about this shit? Fuck the likes. Who saw that shit? It's all about who saw it, nigga. Cause guess what? There's mad times that I might be on my phone looking at something. I might want to like it. My phone ring. Oh shit, hello? I'm on the phone, then I forget. And then when I get back, the shit refreshes. I ain't get to like it. So fuck out of here. There's mad reasons why niggas don't like it.
It's not even just that though, but it's like the bigger name people that see things, even when small, like not a lot of numbers, right?
It's a fact.
Because like a lot of times people will say shit about my channel to be like, yo, you only got like less than 50,000 followers or whatever, right? But it's like, but you see these bigger channels, they reference my shit all the time, right?
Yo, was our clip one of your biggest clips?
For the reels?
Yeah, for the real.
Definitely. I mean, the original one of Lush was at like 47,000. Yours was at 100. It's at 106,000 right now. And then I got another one from Danny Cortez. He's the one that makes all like the miniature like Brooklyn and like New York shit. You know what I'm talking about? But his of him talking about his mom was at 350,000 or something like. But he's like big name, like super celebrity everywhere. You know what I mean? So I kind of expect that. But my point is though, right? Is it don't matter how big somebody's name is, you can make a reel go viral, you can make a clip. And I told you too, when it was going down, I was like, this shit about to go viral, bro. And you was all like, yo, low key it is. The next day, within one day, we had like 47,000 views on it already or some shit like that. And people was wilding out, going crazy.
And the wild shit is everybody, I just want everybody to know the shit that you were saying to us in them comments did not have us rattled. Me and Panda was dying laughing at you niggas, like behind the scenes, like, yo, laughing at you niggas. Like you niggas really was typing in caps and mad and like, how dare, yo, I was showing my kids. I was like, yo, don't ever go out like this. Like, yo, always stand up for what you believe in. Yo, don't ever crash out for people who wouldn't crash out for you. Y'all niggas was going out bad. You don't even know if KRS-One would go out for you. You don't even know that.
You know what's so crazy is that they proved our point of our conversation when we talked about Happy Birthday, Jay-Z, your song.
100%.
We had that conversation. We were talking about you guys will look up pictures and wish these celebrities happy birthday over your man, over your kids and everything. No. You will defend these people that don't know you, that won't die for you, anything. And that's exactly what happened, bro.
Well, they're to be ashamed of themselves. Because I'm not saying that they're not valid for feeling how they feel. Shit. Like, put it like this. Niggas like Kane, Ghostface, and shit like that, they could do no wrong. You could say something, I'll look at you, I'll be like, yo, fuck out of here, you bugging, right? But I ain't on no beehive shit with these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fucking man. Like, okay, like, you think G-Rap will smoke Kane? All right, cool, nigga, like, fine. Like, I'm not gonna not be a friend. I'm not gonna threaten you. I'm not gonna. Come on, man. I got other shit to worry about.
The level of insecurity on the internet, because all these arguments and debates and stuff always immediately turn to name calling right away. Yeah. It's not like I disagree with you. Like, how could you think that? You know what I mean? And you say your reason, right? You give your valid reason why you think that the person is wrong. It's immediately, you must be retarded. You must be a fucking idiot, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And then, of course, that's already fighting words right there. So you know where it's going to go. But the fact that you ready to pull up, lose your life, everything you don't work for, everything, right? Over what? Just because somebody think that KRS isn't the best and you think KRS is the best? Like, what is... Bro, like really think about the logic behind that. Like how sick do you have to be that you really willing to throw it all away over nothing like that?
Yeah. No, because they're hoping one day maybe Chris will see their comment and like what they said to you.
Yo, I'm going to give you a challenge. Can you do an impression of KRS's reaction when he saw your clip?
I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. Because see, if he would have understood the passion that I speak with. That's how I talk. The teacher does not talk like that. Close though. Very close.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Whew. Yo, I'm here all week, B.
Moving on, man. Mystikal recently got sentenced to 20 years in prison for grape. You
Again.
saw that? Yeah. So now he's been involved in multiple different cases. 2003, sexual battery. He pleaded guilty. This was involving his hairstylist. He was sentenced to 6 years and had to register as an offender. 2017 was grape and kidnapping. He spent 18 months in jail awaiting trial, and the case was ultimately dropped in 2020 after prosecutors were unable to secure an indictment from a second grand jury. Then 2022, he was arrested on first-degree grape and other offenses. In March, he pleaded guilty on third-degree grape as part of the plea agreement. Now, I mean, if you got a history of that many times of something similar, it keeps on happening, there's a pattern, I don't know how people can really look the other way anymore.
Nah, that nigga's the grape 8. Period. Grape 8, grape 8, grape 8. Put that nigga where he need to go. Period. I'm tired of hearing about this nigga. Like, every time you turn around, it's the same shit. And the nigga told him, I came in with my dick in my hand. Like, from the door. Like, we already know what this nigga's about. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's the same shit that Lou said when I asked him in the interview. He was all like, I don't know why people surprised. He told you basically on that song, like, you know, like the way that he sounded like one too. That's what he said.
Shout to Lou.
He's all like, yo, you hear how nasty he what he was saying? Like, you know, he revealed it there.
That motherfucker said, danger. Been so long. Danger.
Yo, I feel bad for Nivea now. That was like one of her biggest songs. You know, yo, that's crazy. But okay, so they had his son do an interview on TMZ. Did you see that?
Nah, I ain't see that.
Yeah, they interviewed his son, right? And his son's like, I feel bad for my dad and I feel bad for the woman, right? Because I guess in the actual court, Mystikal admitted, if I did that to you, then I deserve the maximum time.
What you mean if? He don't remember?
He's like, if I ruined your life and I did what you say, then I deserve the maximum time. And then last minute, he ends up changing his mind and saying, you know, like, oh, I was confused. I was misled to admit that and stuff. And he was trying to fight it, but they ended up giving him the 20 years anyways. But as his son, I don't know why his son agreed to do that interview with TMZ, because like he was still trying to dance around the topic. It's like, why would you do that? You should know already that this is what they're going to want to ask you and talk to you about.
Who was dancing? The son?
Yeah, the son was like kind of like, you know, I feel bad for my dad. I feel bad for the victim. And he was in the courtroom. He confirmed that his dad admitted, if I did that, I deserve the maximum time. You know what I'm saying? So his son is a artist though too. So I'm wondering if he's thinking like this was gonna give me like some kind of PR too, or I don't know, you know. But like, it just was not a good look.
Oh, it's gonna blow him up.
It was just not a good look.
But it's gonna blow his son up. His son will be fine. We're in that kind of a world, bro.
Yeah. But man, like, I just think though, like, I don't care who you are in my life. If you did something like touch kids or like abuse women or something like that, like, I couldn't stand by that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not defend them no matter who it is. It's like,
Word.
I'm just right is right, wrong is wrong. No matter what color you are, no matter who you are in my life, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? For example, Nicki Minaj, right? Her husband is a registered offender. From when he was 16, he tried to grape another 16-year-old, you know, and he has to still deal with that like 40 years later, that's tough, you know. Her brother in prison for pedo stuff. She wrote a character reference letter defending him, asking for a lighter sentence and stuff, right? I wouldn't write that letter because if I know for a fact my brother did it, you know, I'm sorry, you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with.
So, but does she know for a fact that her brother did it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
But
I mean, the evidence is there,
whoa.
you know. Yeah, I mean, so that's all I'm saying though. It's kind of crazy, bro. Like, what do you? I feel like you would feel the same way. Like you couldn't defend somebody.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Like that's on the heinous list. Like you can't. No.
You grew up in the era where there was more code where people would say no women, no children.
Right.
Like that was like the understanding. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
it was code with everything. Like there was there's a code with everything. There's no code with anything.
But they saying now Mystikal got reunited with C Murda. He's locked up where C Murda's at.
Really?
Yeah. So
what was their relationship? Is it cool or are they at odds? Because you know how that go, like with crews.
Right.
Okay, you feel me?
So you feel like he deserves to be in prison, right?
Absolutely.
And 20 years, man, that's the least that he could do is probably maybe 15.
Nah, but I think 20 good.
I know, but I'm saying though, like say if he does good behavior,
yeah,
would he get out like on 15?
Maybe. But I'm saying like those type charges, they don't be too ready to throw them niggas back out. You know what I mean? Quick like that.
Yeah.
They don't throw them back out like that.
But that's one of the worst things that you could get charged with too. Those type of charges, because in prison everybody got kids, they got moms, they got, you know.
And that's another thing. How much good behavior is he gonna be able to attain for 20 years with those charges?
Yeah.
You know, it's only gonna be for so long before everybody knows you're a celebrity. Niggas know your target unless they put them in PC.
Yeah, you right though about there's not been any back and forth between Mystikal and C Murda in recent years. I mean, they were label mates, right? And when Mystikal did leave No Limit, there was some tension, but I'm pretty sure that's cooled off. But we don't know where C Murda stands with those type of allegations, repetitive allegations at that.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. All right. They say Diddy getting out of prison this summer. Do you think that he has paid his debt to society?
I don't know. To be honest, that ain't even really for me to decide. You know, Diddy got a lot of answering to do to God. Yeah, you know.
Don't you feel like there's still a lot of questions though about like what really happened behind the scenes? Like what else is like known really?
Because but you're not gonna get those from Diddy.
Right. So you don't foresee him doing like a sit down special talking about his experience in prison and like
yeah. But it'll be media controlled.
Right.
It won't be. You won't get you
uncut Panda Chop interview.
Yeah, you're not gonna get really the truth. You're gonna get what was media friendly and what's gonna help direct him in a direction that could put him back in favor of people. Because that's what his PR team is working on feverishly as we speak. On what, when his feet hit the ground, how are we gonna sway the public opinion? They got a lot of work to do.
You know, it's so crazy because I feel like the whole case was a disappointment. The way that we kept on every single day, new allegations. Oh, the tapes, these amount of X amount of tapes. There's got to be like so much stuff, right? All this evidence, and then like the way that they presented it, the feds. I feel like the feds dropped the ball. Like, how could you guys say that he had all this shit and stuff like that? And the way that you guys fought that case with your 90% whatever conviction rate, you guys didn't even use your best cards or anything. It
You
seemed
know
like
why? You know why? Because he wasn't on trial for being a freak and having freak offs. He was on trial for the sex trafficking,
right.
and he settled with the Cassie shit. That Cassie shit, he wasn't on trial for that. That they settled that.
Right.
It's just that the court of public opinion already canceled him. So by the time that court, by the time trial started, everybody hated him because of what they saw. Rumors are one thing. Seeing it is a whole nother different horse of a different color. So everybody saw, I saw, you saw, my mother, my grandmother saw it. So they had to get him around something. They couldn't get him on that. They settled. Cassie got her bread. She could have waited, and they could have really added that on. He could have got more time. But what they tried him for was sex trafficking. Well, let's break that down. Niggas, if you fly a bitch out and you fuck that bitch, that is sex trafficking. Did you know that? She could be willing. You could meet her on Facebook and be like, yo, I'm gonna fly you out. That is sex trafficking. These niggas is dumb. Like, they don't even know that. So you piss her off, she get mad, want to do this, that. Like, niggas gotta be careful. That's why Diddy in jail. Diddy's not in jail for being a freak, for having freak offs, for using baby oil. Like, all that shit was to slander him, to kill him in the court of public opinion. That's why it was so disappointing, because we were seeing damning shit, but he wasn't on trial for the damning shit. You can't be on trial for being a freak and using baby oil. There's no charge for that. You know, so that's why Diddy coming home. And he had a lot of time served already, because he was already locked out.
No, see, I just asked ChatGPT, right? They said that simply paying for someone's flight, having them visit, and then having consensual sex does not automatically constitute sex trafficking under US law. Now, the Diddy case, what was alleged is that he used employees to arrange travel for women and male escorts, transported people across state lines for commercial sex activity, used force, threats, violence, intimidation, and other forms of coercion to compel participation. So
what does that mean?
So he used like threatening their careers, or like, you know what I mean? Or maybe physical threats of violence, like intimidation, like that
But
way.
that's
like
extortion.
Manipulation.
That's not sex trafficking.
What?
That's extortion.
No, extortion is more for like money.
Threats, like when you're threatening somebody, you're like, if they threaten somebody's career, you say, yo, if you don't do this, or if you do this, I'm gonna do this to your career. That's extortion.
Well, I think it's more of like manipulation, right? Like, you know, like you get your single to come out or whatever, or like, you know, you'll get further along in your career.
The artist, the young artist.
Yeah. So like that type of thing. But also like making, if it was like a girl that was interested in having sex with him, that's one thing. But I think because remember, he's using all these escorts and he's watching, you don't know if those girls wanted to have sex with the escorts, but they're doing it to please him. And, you know, that's where it starts to get murky in the waters and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's oof. All right. Let me ask you though, okay? Do you think people are going to end up forgiving him? Like, is there going to be a big party at Madison Square Garden and all the people that was saying no Diddy, making fun of him and everything, they going to show up and they going to be like, take that, and singing all the songs. He going to be on stage again.
You know what? I believe anything is possible if the right person sets it off, because our society are sheep. So if the right person were to say, yo, we love Diddy, we fucking with Diddy, we having the party. Yeah, but he did it. It don't matter. He valid again. Then I think everybody would follow. Like a Drake and all of the people that are super popular were to do that, it would happen. If they were to publicly denounce him and just stand away from him, I think the people would follow suit. So all it would take would be for media outlets to be like, oh, Diddy came home and Drake unfollowed Diddy, and the people with influence aren't fucking with him, then the sheep aren't gonna fuck with him. It's just how it is. They don't think for themselves.
Do you think that's kind of what happened with R. Kelly? Remember when the tape first came out and like the rumors of him and Aaliyah and everything, and then all of a sudden he was accepted again for a long time until obviously the surviving R. Kelly stuff happened, right? And he got locked up.
Yeah.
Because it was taboo for a little second, all of a sudden, and then it was all right. Like people forgot that even happened.
Yeah. Yo, Kells is crazy, man. Remember that interview he did with Gail?
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
You're trying to kill me! I gave you my life for 30 years! You're doing this shit to me! And Gail was like
Robert?
Robert? Robert, please sit down, Robert.
Yo. That's classic material. That is classic material, bro.
Yo, you know he put on an act for real though. That motherfucker was in his trapped in a closet bag.
What? Yo, have you
screaming
ever
out of the closet?
Have you ever watched all of the Trapped in the Closets?
Hell yeah.
Yo, son, ain't it like 40 of them shits?
Yeah.
Yo, son, after a while, it just gets so ridiculous, son. Like, I can't.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying, right? Objectively, you cannot take away what he did as what he contributed to music.
Ever.
Right? But at the same time, when you have the conversation about him, there's an asterisk next to his name, and you have to say, this motherfucker was a sick motherfucker, yada, yada. You know, he did all this stuff to hurt people and stuff like that. Two things can be true at the same time. Right. Is there a more talented writer, singer? Come on, when you think about who is the king of R&B, Kells is up there, right? He's definitely got to be listed up there. Now, if you want to go back now and say, like, now when I listen to the songs, it makes me wonder and think, like, did he write this about a younger girl or like whatever, you know, like, or
100%. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. Doesn't matter. Hear me out. Let me land. From an ethical point of view, yeah, it mattered. Because it's like, damn, son, what the fuck was on your mind? But as a creative, as a writer, son, as a writer myself, I don't agree. Like, a young girl doesn't turn me on to the point of wanting to write about her in that way. Seems like you're ready. But I ain't gonna hold you. Those records are phenomenal. Like, whatever it was, she inspired some of the greatest music ever from one of the greatest artists. I'm only talking art. I'm only talking in how he viewed something as being so beautiful. It could be this lighter. It could be this, or how he viewed something and articulated himself about it is what I'm basically saying. But of course, when you flip it, it's like, yo, but son, again, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But
let me ask you also, right? Have we met a more diverse singer as far as stylistically? Because Kells, he made you cry with I Wish and everything like that. The regular one, the remix of talking about To the Homies and everything.
yo, we absolutely have. Stevie
he
Wonder.
had the sex songs. He had the club songs, right? You know
Stevie
what I mean?
Wonder.
He wrote for Celine Dion and stuff like that, you know?
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, like he wrote for B2K. Like, he wrote for like tons of motherfuckers, just everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he obviously, and then the soap opera shit. And at one point, he was about to do country music too.
And he probably would have
see
killed
how
it.
ridiculous that motherfucker would have been with a
Fire.
country hat on?
Fire.
He would have been crazy.
And he could rap.
His stories was crazy. Like when he talked about, the Black Panties inspiration of the album was he was performing and then somebody threw their panties and it landed on his arm and it was a sign. He was like, "Oh, it's a sign. I'm gonna name the next album Black Panties."
Yo, R. Kelly, crazy. Yo, you ever see him impersonate Michael Jordan walk?
No.
Yo, you gotta Google that. R. Kelly, Michael Jordan walk. Yo, he got it down pat, bro. Yeah.
And then obviously, I Believe I Can Fly. I mean, that shit's still classic, right? World's Greatest for Ali and stuff. Like, this motherfucker got countless, like, endless hits that are classics.
Yo,
you know?
the Best of Both World album was whack.
Right.
What?
Oh,
Crack.
remember when, like, the whole shit, right? With the Not Guilty shit, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Jiggle,
chorus,
jiggle, not guilty.
that shit go hard. You cannot say that did not go hard, man. Now, come on. Yo, even remember how crazy the stories were when they reunited and like they were saying like backstage he would make motherfuckers turn and face the wall when he would walk down the hallway and shit like that.
Yo, matter of fact, I gotta add that shit to my playlist.
Again, we are talking about how multiple things can be true at the same time. Is the person talented? Yes. Are they a sick motherfucker at the same time? Yes. You know what I mean? But it's up to you as a person to decide, right? Like some people are more about energy and spiritual, and they believe, yo, if I support by listening, then I'm giving energy to whatever, right? You know, so that's up to you as a person and whoever higher being that you believe in to decide if it's for you or
most
not.
super talented people, they fucked up people, yo. Like imagine like the actors and the yo, on YouTube was wild, yo. I was watching this shit, like the top racist actors of all time. Yo, what? Like John Wayne, like these niggas like was publicly Clark Gable. Like a lot of these motherfuckers just was not fucking with black people, like straight up, and was vocal about it. And imagine if there was internet and there was all this type shit back then. You know, imagine all the stories and shit that would have been documented that how they went out back then. We talking a while ago, and these are legends, legendary people. Just because you're a legend doesn't mean you're not a fucked up nigga. And that's the point out we was trying to drive home with the whole KRS and Bambaataa thing. Cause yo, man,
Thank you.
Regardless of how you feel about Bambaataa, regardless of how you feel about KRS-One, that's your prerogative. You can feel that way. You have the right as a human to have an opinion and feel how you feel, right? And we're not saying that these people are not legends. Yes, they're legends, 100%. You can't take anything from their legendary status, but that does not mean that they do not do fucked up shit.
Exactly.
Fucking look at fucking Adrian Broner. He's a fucking champion, boxing champ. He's a legend. Look how he went out. Fucked up. Like he's going out bad.
Somebody's greatness in something or their skill level in something does not mean that they are incapable of being human and making mistakes or doing messed up stuff. And the problem is fans are just so idolizing these people to think that, oh, because they're a talented singer, there's no way he could do something like that. You don't know this person.
Panda. Right here. This is the perfect shit. DMX was a legend. Was he not a fucking junkie?
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix was a fucking legend. Was he not a junkie? Say what you want about Buddy Holly not Buddy Holly, Woody Allen. He's a fucking legend. He made some of the greatest movies ever made. Ever. And guess what? That nigga been fucking with little girls in their teens for years. Yeah. The fucking with little girls thing, that thing been big for a long time, to the bebop era. That shit been going on for a long time. You gotta remember, it was culture. Making the legal age 18 and certain shit, that's some new shit.
Oh, you got to think about different states too.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Like certain states got, but regulating that shit is some new shit. That like, what I mean by new, I don't mean like in the past 5 years, but I mean it's modern, like within the past 100 and something years, yo.
Right.
Like it's not. This ain't something that was always a thing. Niggas, yo, your next door neighbor could be watching your fucking 8-year-old. She turned like 12, he knock on her door, he like, yo, I got some frankincense. I want your daughter. That was commonplace, my G.
It's wild when you think about it.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But that shit was commonplace. All this shit is new shit. Do I agree? Hell no. Yeah, I'm with the new shit.
That was normalized before.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
Super normalized.
And in certain parts of the country, the age of consent is still lower, like
16,
17, whatever,
16,
right?
16.
And people try to use that for in that area, that's more normalized that, people are younger or whatever. Like even when you watch some of these movies, right? Like, okay, for example, what's that movie with Seth Rogen, Pineapple Express?
Pineapple Express.
He's an older motherfucker. He's dating a girl in high school and shit like that or whatever, right? Like, I mean, like, there's like certain, like, you watch movies and stuff, you see like the older things of how certain stories are set up. Like, there's stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep it 100 though, like, but real talk, real life type shit. I remember being in high school and the bitches ain't want us. They wanted the older niggas. The niggas that was coming up to the school with the cars pulling up.
Right.
Been graduated. They wanted them. They would entertain us, talk to us, whatever, but that's who they want.
Or you would hear stories about motherfuckers that went off to college and they still had girls in high school.
For fact.
Right?
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this shit been going on.
Don't make it right, man. But we're just giving context to what is being said. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, let's throw that disclaimer out there.
Yeah, because motherfuckers is gonna be like, yeah, for real.
You guys are you just are.
Right. Yo, all right. What do you think about the notion that they said that the easiest way for Diddy to clean up his image is to become a pastor?
I didn't hear that, but that's some real shit. It's real. It's real. I could see it. Bro, you wouldn't want to go to this nigga service? But I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, bro.
Yo, he gonna be dancing around and shit like
my
that.
Nigga, I would smoke some of this Pete's dad, and I had it right up in there. I got to see this. Him and Mace had preach-offs. That shit'd be hard.
Preach-offs. From freak-offs to preach-offs. From freak-offs to preach-offs. Yo, that's wild. Oh my God, man.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta see it. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that.
He be throwing in the take that when he's like giving the sermon and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like today's word of God. Take that.
Take
that. You know what I mean? Like,
the Lord thy God. Ha, take that. He told you to come to the house of the Lord. Take that.
Right. You be filling up old Ciroc bottles with holy water and stuff.
And splashing it on niggas. Baby oil bottles with holy oil in it.
Oh shit. Yo,
that nigga be sitting on the pew like this.
Yo, that might be his best way to manipulate the system, though.
To make fun of himself.
A freak, if he still want to be a freak, because you saw when I interviewed Tina, right? What she said, her dad was a pastor.
Who? Tina Turner?
Tina Torres.
Yeah. Facts. Her dad was a pastor.
Yeah. Her father was a pastor, right? No, a minister. Sorry, a minister. And she grew up watching him being a freaky ass, you know what I mean? Like she said that like he was like fucking all the bitches at the church. And that's why he lost his minister's license.
Mm-hmm.
She used to tell her friends, hey, if you like pussy, like don't become a rapper, become a pastor.
That's for sure.
That's what she said.
That's for sure. She ain't lied.
And she said that actually one of the girls that grew up like almost like a sister to her, he was in a relationship with that girl for 8 years, having to be a mistress for 8 years. That's crazy, man. Man, roll the clip. Yeah, he's a very controversial figure because he was in leadership before, and he was asked to step down as well because there were sexual misconduct claims against him.
Of course. I will say most pastors are doing that.
I don't know. Can you really say most, though? Most is maybe
I
a
can.
lot?
Most. I will say most. I'll tell you why. I grew up with my father being a pastor. I used to tell people when I was a teenager, and like my little friends, I said, you want pussy? Go be a pastor instead of being a rapper. Pastors get more pussy than rappers. Facts.
Whoa, wait a minute. So you're making claims about your dad or no?
Oh, my dad was fucking all the bitches in our church.
What?
Hell yeah, he was. That's why he got his minister's license revoked. He was having an 8-year affair with a woman who was like a sister to me. Yeah.
Wait, you're not talking underage, right? You're just talking about like...
No, not underage.
Okay. Wow, okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
If you got it, you got it, huh?
That might be a way for Diddy to still get his freak on while he get his preach on.
I think that Diddy, when he comes home, he needs to, of course, show atonement and, responsibility. But I think he needs to not take stuff so serious. I think he should make fun of himself. I think he should play into a lot of shit just to show, like, yeah, man, yeah, I fucked up. But you know what I mean? Like, I hear, like, for example, like I hear Dave Chappelle is coming back, right? Just like throwing this in the atmosphere. We would never be expected. Like a wild, like funny skit, a Diddy like with baby oil and shit, like making fun of himself. You know what I'm saying? Like something with him showing that, yo, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, the shit was funny too. Y'all got me or whatever. But this is the new me. I learned, I'm reformed or whatever, because that's gonna be the best way. Because we're gonna have jokes, so he's got a joke along with us, like.
Remember when he was on the Breakfast Club and they played that clip of him talking to Fabulous from Drink Champs or whatever, and he was like,
players. He was like,
hey.
What he said? He was like, what he said? He was like, that we didn't party. No, it was something, man. He couldn't understand, and he re-asked.
Oh yeah, because he was like, I like it when you do it like that, Daddy.
Yeah.
I like it when you do it like that, like whatever he said, right? And then he was all like, yo, why you ain't party with me for your birthday? And Fab was like sounding like real mad nervous. I did party. We did. He was like, no, you ain't really party with me.
Right, but Charlemagne has said something. He reiterated one of those things.
Yeah.
And Diddy was like, he repeated it. I think it was, I like how you do it like that.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Yo, yeah,
and
that was.
It was so funny though, because he was like speechless, right? And Charlemagne looked at him. He's like, "That's you."
Yeah.
and then Diddy was like, "Hey, one of them nights."
But he handled that well. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
but that's what I think about when what you're saying, that he's got to be a part of the joke,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think that
he's got to. He's got to, because niggas is gonna joke. Right. That shit is. Come on, man. That shit was culture shifting.
All right, man. I got to ask you some questions about your career now, though. Okay, because do you feel like you've been really underrated or overlooked by people?
I think both. I think two things could be true. I'm one of those artists, and I've had to make myself become okay with the fact that I'm just one of those artists that if you know, you know. Usually, if you know, 8 times out of 10, you like the shit. You know, there's 2 times I might get a couple people that's not really feeling it. But I come from a certain cloth. I've been around so much. I just been around. So that's where the overlooked part comes from. Because I've been around. You're overlooking me because, yo, man, I'm been there. Like, you know what I mean? The underrated part comes from me not being as popular. So I won't really get the rating. They'll go to certain names first, like when they make their lists. Like, I see a lot of underground lists and shit like that. They name niggas that know I will smoke them. The niggas they name know I will smoke them. I'm more consistent than them, but they just happen to be a little more popular than me. So I deal with that all the time. It's always the popularity game that I always end up losing. And it's cool. I don't want to be famous. So
it don't frustrate you?
It does. It has. But I can't. But yo, like I said, I'm a grown man. I decide to do this. I don't have to do this. You protect your peace. We're at an age where we're supposed to protect our peace. You do the things that's supposed to bring you peace. Actually creating the music is what brings me peace. It's everything after that I just don't like. The business part, because I'm a sociable person, but I'm really not. You couldn't tell by seeing me online because, I just know how to deal with people. But I'm an antisocial socialite. I'd rather be by myself. I could start a party, get the party started. When I make sure everybody's having fun, I sneak out the back quietly and I go home and get in my bed. Everybody good, they partying. I started it, But you know what I'm saying? That's me. That's who I am. I just be wanting people to if I was to drop right now, yo, he loved it. He was consistent, and it was all he had. So he gave it all he had. Yeah, you know, and that's it. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to see niggas that, and I know how these niggas get in certain positions. Again, I've been around. A lot of this shit is cosigns. A lot of it is money. A lot of it is, you know, I'm not an ass kisser. Never had, never will. My personality precedes me too. So, you know, a lot of people know like, yo, I ain't gonna be able to get over on this nigga or control this nigga or oh, he's already cocky or whatever. Funny thing is, I'm not as cocky as you think I am. I'm very self-conscious. I'm such a human. Like, yo, I'm sensitive. Yo, the one did my nigga that he ain't my nigga, but my aunt overseas. He's calling me the sensitive seed. Nigga, that's not a diss. I'm sensitive. Yeah. I'm not hiding my imperfections, my guy. What you see is what you get. You guys pretend to not be cool, nigga. I am sensitive. I have flaws that I'm trying to work on as a man. I have things that I work on every day as far as I'm concerned. Accountability was one thing I had a real problem with. And over the years, I've really worked on that. Yeah, and I let a lot of shit go, man, because I'm actually on medication and I can't let this shit make me kirk out. Cause bro, me as cool as I am, I will, you know, people say it all the time. I'm crazy. I wild out because they want that to be the cool thing said about them. No, I'm really nuts. And if I do that shit, I'm gonna black. And I don't think that shit is cool about me. I don't. I hate it. So I'm working on things so that I can be getting old, man. I got grandkids. Like, come on, man. I can't worry about popularity and I just gotta make the music and because that's gonna be something they can't deny that's gonna be there. I've been overlooked and underrated my whole career.
But let me ask you this though. How does it feel when it's from your own people that you know that are in positions of that could help you, that don't help you, that don't put you?
That's the worst. You know what? You end up becoming conditioned to certain things. When you come into the game, you come into the game, the person that your mother raised, your father raised. You got certain morals or certain ideals and things that you think attributes you're supposed to have. When you get into the music business or any kind of business, you kind of gotta unlearn these things. It's good to still have an awareness of them, but you have to understand that these things hold no weight in business. If you choose to have these things apply to you as your character, then that's a dope thing character-wise. But that don't necessarily get you forward in the business. Yeah, they'll be like, yo, you got a good character, but what? Look at the people who succeed in business, really. They're fucked up niggas, man. They don't give a fuck. They'll step over anybody. They'll take advantage of anybody. They'll do whatever. Why do you think I'm overrated and overlooked? Because I'm not selfish. I'm not selfish. And I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I'm not throwing people under the bus that don't need to be thrown under the bus. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not doing it. And I'm popping my shit and I'm nice. They don't know what to do with me. They're like, yo, he's a problem. No, I'm not necessarily a problem. Just talk to me nice and we good. So I personally think the path that I'm on, bless me. Yeah. I think the path that I'm on is what I'm supposed to be on. I had the Warner Brothers thing so that I could get the knowledge. I don't think I was supposed to be on Warner Brothers for like a career artist on Warner Brothers, drop all those albums on Warner Brothers. I don't think that was for me. I think I was supposed to learn what I needed to learn because as an artist, I definitely wasn't ready. I was ready enough to get the deal. I was talented enough, but I wasn't ready mentally and I wasn't ready business-wise. I was letting everybody else handle my business. I was just, they tell me what happened. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just la, la, la. I ain't give a fuck. Ever since then, nobody handles my business but me. And my partner, Joe. Shout out to Joe, best partner in the world.
Let me ask you this, right? So they say that if you expect for others to do for you like you would do for them, you will always end up disappointed.
Real shit. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Pause. It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's a downfall of mine. Because
and I've noticed that that's been one of mine too.
Mhm.
And that's been really difficult for me to deal with in this space.
Because you expect it. It's like you expect the respect from them. You also expect the disrespect from them because they're human, but you're disappointed because you got the disrespect part. Like it's like, yo, why I had to get that? Why you do that to me? Because when that happens, that just shows that there's underlying shit there. It's always been. And underlying shit always rears its evil head. If you're friends, if you have helped each other, you've done something for each other, and y'all should always be able to be afforded a conversation. I just believe that. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, that means that it didn't ever exist. It wasn't ever nothing. You know.
You know, you've been one of the most grateful people that I've had on the platform, that you see what this actually is, that it is promotion for you. It's really allowing you to be able to tell your story the way that you want it to be narrated, everything like that, right?
Right.
Like I've had people that I've helped do multiple interviews, do multiple things and stuff like that, right? That have expressed to me behind the scenes, I appreciate you, I respect you, yada, yada, right? But in the moment of need, they don't show up because they don't want to get involved or whatever, yada, yada, right? I'm not going to bring up the past situation, but what I'm saying is when I needed people to show up the most, you and Swave were the ones that showed up. And that's why I said respect to both of you brothers, because you guys saw it for what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And you didn't care about politics, didn't care about anything. And I told myself, I will always remember that. I will always have a place on my platform for these brothers because they showed up when I needed them the most.
Yeah. And vice versa.
Yeah. And I've done things for other people way more than you guys, and they didn't show up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying, Panda, vice versa. Like, you gave me bro, you ain't have to hit me for the first shit to do the first shit, bro. You ain't had to do that. You could have, we could have just, it could have just been like, yeah, whatever. And I could have been overlooked in like I usually get. Like, you know what I mean? I expect that more than I expect you to for this. So you know, me not being on Kweli shit, I expect that. I haven't been. Bro, he's on like what, podcast number 3 now. I haven't got a call once. You got my number. I'm articulate. I make good music. I know hip hop. I got stories. I was there around shit you was around. Why are you there? Because I'm not popular. Let's call a spade a spade. Like, it is what it is. I'd rather he be like, yo, son, you ain't got your weight up yet. I'd rather that. I could respect that. But in the heat of it, be like, yo, you on his shit. You could have been on my shit. Nah, but I'm on his shit. I was never on your shit. You never had me on your shit. I would have ran there. What you mean? So, you know.
But outside of that situation, right? Like, you know a lot of people. I mean, you know a lot of people that are in positions, they know this person, or they could put you on their label, they could do all types of things for you, right? But they don't. And what is that like, though? Like, because if you were in the position, you would do that for them. I know you would.
Yeah.
If you saw the talent and you knew that they needed the help, especially.
It's
maybe you can't do as much as they want, but you would do something.
It's frustrating. It is. But, and I've had this conversation with myself many times. Many. Because remember, we spoke before in the last shit, and I said, I'm the type of person, I always want to know why it did that happen. Why did you do that? Or why didn't you do that? You know. I think, bro, I've been so self-contained for a long time. Like I said, after the Warner Brothers shit, nobody's handled my business since me. After I lost my dad. So I've been very boisterous about handling my own business. I'm not the easiest to talk to when you're on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say aggressive, but I'm direct. I'm not gonna let nothing that I peep slide, especially when it got to do with the business. Because I would expect you to do the same thing. We talking about business. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not personal at all. So I think people get intimidated by that because I am experienced. I am. And some people just now might be getting into a certain game or getting put into it. And they like the control that they have over, so they know they're not going to be able to control me. Whatever we do is going to have to be a partnership. You cannot control me. I already know what's up. I think that this is not the main thing. This is some of them. I think some of them don't approach because of that. Because all I really need, yo, if I had the backing, I'm out of here. Niggas know that. The music is there. Everything's there. The person, everything's there. I just need the backing to be where I need to be all the time. That's it. That's it. That's all it takes. I've got to that point. If I had a certain amount of money, I would be popular. Facts. Everything is there. So, you know, it's stupid. Like to me, I think I would want to jump on that, especially since you know, I do good business. Like, find me somebody that I do good business with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's good business. It's just people's egos and shit ain't gonna like how I'm gonna talk to them when they fucking up. And that's fucked up, because if I fuck up, nigga, talk to me how I need to be talked to if I'm fucking up, son. That's what I come from. I don't come from, but I'm the sensitive seed though. Right? I'm sensitive on shit that hurt my feelings, not for shit that's gonna make me better. No.
In 2016, you actually released the album Choreography, right? And on there, you had the song He's Sneaking Like a Thief.
Which one?
The Sneaking Like a Thief, right? A thief in the night. He always got a gun because the boy can't fight.
I don't think that was the name. Was that the name of it?
What is the name of the song? But it's the song where you're talking about I'ma need answers, middle finger in the
Cancer.
air, fuck cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah, that's the one, right? Yeah. So what you do in the song is really dope, actually, because it's like a personification to come up with the idea for the song. How did you come up with that idea?
I always like to do songs that were like kind of cinematic, even back in the day. I did a record that Gene had produced that was on a Tommy Boy compilation. It was called Pockets. And on the song, classic record, classic. I'm broke and I'm arguing with my pockets about being broke. So my main vocal is in the middle. My left pocket, I made my voice high. And that was in the left ear. And I made my voice low for my right pocket. And that was in the right ear. This pocket's trying to get me to just get a job and do the right thing. This pocket wants me to stay in the streets and I'm in the middle arguing with both of them, right? Crazy, right? So like shit like that. And I made a song called Smokey, same thing. Like I'm trying to smoke. I want to stop smoking weed and the weed comes alive and talks to me or whatever. I changed my voice, so we going back and forth. So I always like doing stuff like that. The fuck cancer thing, I really feel that way. Like I'm pretty sure we all do. Cancer's taking a lot of people down. And I just wanted to take it from the perspective of cancer. Like what does cancer think? You know, I'm taking this little girl, dog. Like, oh, I'm getting chills right now. Like the voice changes. I'm taking this little girl, dog. Like, wow. You know what I mean? Like it's what would cancer be saying as he's fucking shit up, knowing that can't nothing stop him, and he's he's that nigga and he could just do what he want, like being cocky with it. So that's what we do with that.
Like, what is your personal experience with cancer?
I mean, I don't have it, but I've lost people like my grandmother. My grandmother would probably outlive us all. She's like 96 now, but she had cancer like 20 years ago, and she beat it. You know what I mean? She beat it. She a tough lady, man. But I have seen people succumb to it. Very, very good friend of mine, somebody very special to me, Honey De Niro. She went through breast cancer, double mastectomy, bad. She kind of beat it, but she's still going through a lot of shit with it. Like, it's just a fucked up thing, man. It's just,
yeah, absolutely.
It's just a terrible thing how it just tears you apart and what it does to you. And then there's kids, and then it's horrible, bro. It's horrible. I think it's the worst thing ever.
Because also, I think nothing's worse than death than a slow death too. Like where you're like being like tortured almost, like, you know what I mean? Like constant, because it's just the emotional strain of that. And you got to think the financial strain of trying to pay for all this shit too. And then you see your loved ones get affected by it. And just, it's like a slow deterioration and the acceptance of almost like for some being less than what you originally were. That's really difficult.
I just lost my cousin. Rest in peace, my first cousin. He named Daryl Lockhart, rest in peace. He was 5 years older than me. He was the one that got me into music. Because he used to have like the Casio keyboard. the old school Little Joe, and he used to press the button, jazz, rumba. So you know what I'm saying? The rock, the stupid little beats and Flato shit. And played. He taught me how to play Axel F. He taught me how to play that and shit, you know. And he ended up, you know, God bless him, he ended up passing away from colon cancer. So, you know, shout out to him. But it's just one of those things, man. Like, what are we gonna do?
Right, man.
I think they got a cure for this shit, but it's just they got, you know, fear sells.
Rest in peace to everybody affected, man. It's
Yeah.
terrible, man.
But
you got this song I want to ask you about called "You Ain't My Daddy," produced by Ron Browz, right?
Yeah.
When you first start listening to the record, it's like, damn, is he really telling a true story? Like, he's 5 years old, his dad ain't around, his mom is a single mom, so he got a sister, and then his stepdad is beating on everyone in the family, then molesting the sister, and then it goes into you try to kill him but end up shooting your sister in the head. Like, it's just like the way it was just crazy, the way that, you know, it starts to like you said, cinematically, like, starts to grow, right? Like, where did you get the inspiration for that record?
that song is crazy. That song is 90% true. Right. That song is 90% true. I'll start. So, was I on Warner Brothers or was it a little bit after Warner Brothers? I don't remember. But I had a meeting with Ron Browz. I don't remember what studio it was. This was after Warner Brothers because Ether was out. If you listen to the beat, he uses the same instruments that he had for Ether. Like it's almost like it was a different sequence in the beat. But when I heard the beat, I wanted it because it sounded like Ether. Like I just wanted it because of that. Same sounds, y'all. It's on my Bandcamp. Y'all can listen to it. Like you know.
Yeah.
Same tempo, same sounds. Just a different sequence of Ether. The beat by Ron Browz, right? So we in the session. I guess they thought I was gonna spit some rapidy rap shit. I start writing my shit. It didn't really take me long. I went in the booth and I recorded my shit. And when I came out, they was looking at me. They just was staring at me, yo. I haven't spoke to Ron Browz since. Like, they just was staring at me like. So the story is from the perspective of me being 5 years old. My mother and my sister, it's me, my mother, and my sister. True. My mother remarries. Truth. I don't think I was that young. It might have been a year later, but you know, you get that, or a year or two later, you get the idea. The guy she married, he was a Navy nigga and real cocky. That's why we was in Texas. Why we ended up living.
I was just about to say that because I remember from your story that you guys lived in Texas at the time.
And living in San Diego for a hot second. And he used to, him and my mother used to get it on. My mother wasn't no punk though. Like I seen my mother throw, you know, the big ass glass ashtrays back in the day made of glass, were big. I seen her throw that shit at that nigga hair. He was standing by the wall. Yo, missed him by like that much. That shit hit the wall. If it would have clipped him, yo, he left something in the wall type shit, right? So I'm a kid, bro, like during this time. So like, of course, and I'm a boy. So if I would do something or whatever, but I was respectful. You know, my mother ain't play that. So if I did something, I was kind of out of pocket, maybe school or something or whatever. This nigga used to beat my ass, bro. Like, bro, like I was a grown man, son. This nigga's a Navy nigga. The nigga was diesel as fuck. That's why I be saying to this day, I be like, yo, I could tell niggas who ain't never been beat up before. Like niggas who never been punched in the face before. I could tell, cause these niggas just move a certain way. I was young getting rocked, you know, and he would do dumb shit like, he'd be like, yo, take your shirt off. What? Yo, take your shirt off. Take my shirt off. And the nigga take his belt. And the nigga whoop me on the back. I'd be like, oh. I'd be like, yo. I say, yo, I'm telling mom. So he would mock me. He'd be like, I'm telling mom. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, eventually, you know, she peeped game. She fucked that nigga up and we was out of there. But it didn't. So in the story, you know, he whooping my ass or whatever. And then as I'm writing the story, I'm like, yo, let me turn this into some Alfred Hitchcock shit. Like just go totally over there. He never molested my sister that I know about. Yeah, you know, but I put that in the story as my turning point. Like he's already beating me. I said in there he was beating my mom. He wasn't beating my moms. If anything, they was fighting, and she was really putting the beats on him, right? But you know, put all that together, and him molesting my sister in the story was my turning point. So me and her, we sneak and get his gun. And I go to kill him. He wakes up, sees me. He sees I got the gun on him. And I'm about to do it. And the door opens. I get scared. It's my mother opening the door. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And I get scared. And I turn and I hit my sister. And she dies. Yeah, you know. And that's the story.
I mean, how long was, you know, he in your guys' lives before your mom married him?
Not long. I don't remember it being that long.
But was it like good behavior, then all of a sudden it transformed to being this guy, or you never liked him as far as you can remember?
All I remember is the beatings, man. I don't even really remember him. Like, to be honest with you, like, if we still be looking for him. Anthony Polk, Polk. Anybody find him? He's from Texas, from Fort Worth, Texas. If you find him, or any family that might do it, just drop me an inbox. Let me know where he at. I got a couple dollars for you. You know what I'm saying? But if I see him, yo, I don't care if homie in a wheelchair. I'm pushing the wheelchair in the street, or I'm pushing it down the step. If he's big enough and still moving around and feel like he's super looking good in the gym with the gray beard, oh, we going now. Now I'm a grown man that you feel good, you healthy, nigga. Then we going now. You owe me that. But as a grown man, do some shit like this to me as a grown man, friend. Like I was a defenseless child, B, and you whooping my back. So that's where that song came from.
How did that impact you though, growing up? Like, experiencing that kind of abuse at such a young age?
I kind of blocked it out. You know, I kind of blocked it out. It didn't start resurfacing until you start seeing the relationship that you got with your father. Like, you know, me and my dad, we had a tumultuous relationship.
Right. We talked about that in the first interview.
Yeah. And we cool now. You know what I'm saying? We cool. We chop it up. Unlike Pete, he can't call him dad. But you know, I chop it up with mine. And I'm glad we was able to do that. So in the event something do happen to him, you know, which is inevitable, you know, we all gonna get it, you know. Hopefully now, this time, I won't be like, yo, fuck it, I don't care, you die. Because that's where it was. And I ain't want that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He ain't want that. So I think it all resurfaced as I start thinking about my relationship with my actual dad. Like, I'm like, damn, and then here come this dude, you know what I'm saying? So that started to create some more disdain between me and my actual father, because I wouldn't have had to deal with that he had been around. And where were you? You were supposed to protect me and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So let me ask you this, right? They say that in life, we need to forgive 4 people, right? The first one, number 1, is our parents for their shortcomings. Do you forgive your parents for their shortcomings?
100%. Now last year, I didn't. Like, I've come a long way, bro. Like, a long way. Like, my mother, yeah, I forgave her a long time ago. Yeah, it was more with my dad. I forgave my mother because I knew her plight. I was there. She was there. So as I grew up, I started to see, like, yo, she wasn't tripping. Like, the shit she's saying real. Like, I'm going through this shit as an adult. You know what I'm saying? My pops, it was never really too much clarity with him. And he was such a fucking asshole about it. And being, y'all think I'm a trip? Yo, that dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, stubborn. Like, yeah, you know, and he wasn't trying to have no conversation. So, you know, for a while, and I felt disrespected by that. So,
And number 2, they say, you know, the people that left you, like your relationships, your friendships, the people that didn't stick around.
yeah.
And number 3, your enemies, the people that try to actually do you harm intentionally. I think you're still working on that one.
Yeah, that's pending.
Cause you still Pete.
No, fuck him. I don't even consider him. He's trolling. I got something for Pete. Like, yo, it's so crazy. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. I got something for Pete. I just want him to keep playing. But nah, I don't consider him an enemy. Like, an enemy is somebody I really feel like can cause any type of harm to me. It's pending because, for example, like the guy that I'm doing the dispensary business with, like, it's pending because he's family, but he's showing enemy things, and it's like, yo, I haven't forgiven that shit yet. Like, we still in it. You know what I mean? We still kind of going through that. So
and some of the other people that haven't picked up the phone and stuff like that too, right? Like, those things kind of like are still developing.
Yeah, no, you mean like Blitz? Yeah. I forgive Blitz because I understand why. Now I forgive Blitz. I didn't understand before. I understand why Blitz won't pick up the phone and call me, and that's because uncomfortable conversations especially with me, and I'm actually right, ain't really what you're trying to hear. Like, I'm cool. I go through this all the time because 9 times out of 10, a conversation can cure anything. I feel like, yo, if you got any respect for our relationship as brothers, then at least we afforded that conversation. So we know where we at. But just to ghost like you a ghost abroad, like, I don't respect it. You know, I don't respect it. Like, I've been here, I'm still here. Like, Blitz could get into some bullshit right now, and guess who he could call? This is what I be saying about niggas. Like, I just shake my head. I just shake my head. All cause I don't be having it. And I stand on my square. I don't be having it. I'm not gonna be having it. I will always stand up for what's right. And that's it. Blitz mad at me because I at the what you call the show, the craft show, in the middle of the show. Shout to the craft. You know, Blitz and Icon of Mike King and Pac FM, and I don't want to forget nobody over there because they doing their thing, man. Like, I'm gonna preface this by saying I think the craft is such a breath of fresh air because it brings back the feeling of when we were all running around like the wetlands, the SOBs. Like, bro, I swear to God, like that environment, you could tell that the people who are putting it together, these guys that I just mentioned, that they come from that, right? I really salute that. Now, there was some politics and shit going on behind the scenes that I'm not going to speak about, as far as, you know, even getting the show with me on the show. Like, it's significant shit, but that's, you know, that's my family still. So certain shit is not necessary, right? But I'm just letting y'all know, you know, the context of what we talking about. So I end up doing the show. In the middle of the show, I stopped the show and I tell the crowd, I was like, listen, I need a moment of silence for my brother PH and my brother Mr. Complex. They would be here today if they was alive. Yo, the crowd was still talking. They was talking. I was hearing niggas. Yo, yeah, it was very disrespectful. Like, my heart hurt, right? So I said, yo, everybody in here, I said, shut the fuck up, or we can take fades outside in the back. But niggas is gonna shut the fuck up and give a moment of silence for my .ph. Guess what? Everybody was quiet. We got back to business. I got off the stage. Nobody expressed the crowd, everybody was showing love. It was a hip hop moment. That's some hip hop shit. That nobody took that personal like that. They probably was like, oh yeah, oh my bad. I was in this conversation. I ain't even damn. Yeah, you right. Cause yo, man, like, it's real shit. That's the hip hop moment, right? Next day, we're in the group chat celebrating the win. Me and my crew, let's come in there like, yeah, but you ain't had to piss off the corporate sponsors by telling the crowd that you would shoot a fade with them. Huh? Bro, first of all, fuck corporate, fuck hip hop. I'm repping my nigga PH, my best friend. Wasn't that your best friend too? We the Sixers, and as far as I know, you should be standing right there, your fist in the air saying fuck that too. That's just what I'm saying. But again, we can't think everybody would think how we think. Cool. let's move on, right? Corporate sponsors, nigga, the headliner is Onyx. Throw your guns in the air. They're mean mugging everybody, and lo and behold, Fredro had a pushing match, a fight on stage with somebody. That didn't piss off the corporate sponsors? An actual, like, altercation? Not saying that you do an altercation outside? No, an actual one? Hey, what about... Then he told me that I ain't really show respect for his brother, him. Like, I'm your brother. You should show respect by not doing that. Nigga, Smith & Wesson was told no smoking. I was told no smoking. I don't drink. It's the coldest day of the year. If I was to go outside and smoke a blunt, I would be sober again by the time I come back inside. It was that cold. My guy, I respected the situation. So Smith & Wesson gets on stage, lights up, gets hot, and so does the rest of the crowd. What do? I stayed sober. So, yeah, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, a conversation is all that's needed behind it. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. And to keep it real, if I had to do it again, I would do it again. And again. And again. That's how I feel about PH.
I hope you guys can get on the phone and resolve the issue, though, bro.
We family. Son just acting real corny. And, you know, sometimes people do corny things, but we family. I can't ball my fist up to Blitz. Like, that makes no sense. PH is our, like, you understand what I'm saying? And he knows that. And it's the same thing. But it's like, yo, it comes a point, man, we are men, bro. Like, that conversation needs to be had, champ. Because, yo, man, like, come on, bro. The way you looking at it and your narrative is cool. That's how you see it. But I see it a way, too. Because I'm like, yo, nigga, wasn't that your best friend, too? I didn't get up there and say, everybody make a moment of silence for me because I'm that nigga. I ain't do that. I said a moment of silence for PH and Mr. Complex, who would be here. And I love and miss them very much.
So to build off of what we were originally saying, number 4 person that you would forgive is yourself. Have you had difficulties with that?
No. I forgive me. That's the shit that I'm working on. With my accountability and stuff like that. The things that I've done wrong. That's why if I know that I'm not wrong and I really feel that I'm not wrong, I'm gonna stand firm in that. Because, yo, I swear to you, everything I love, I am actively working on me being a better man. Like there are things I can't stand about myself, about my personality, about things that I'm adjusting and I'm working on. You know, a lot of people can't say that. You know, so that's why, like, I'm just at a point where I care what people think? Yeah. Do I give a fuck what people think? Nah. Two
Got
different
you,
things.
man. All right, I meant to ask you this earlier, right? Lupe Fiasco has been making a lot of headlines talking about how battle rappers are the best rappers. He said technical bar writing is the foundation of lyricism. So things like punchlines, setups, wordplay, similes, metaphors, battle style writing is what, like, triumphs everything. Do you agree with that?
100%.
So he used that point to say that based on that analysis, there are hundreds of rappers that are technically more lyrical than Kendrick. And this is what caused like an outrage amongst like fans.
I don't understand what the problem is. A, what he's saying is an opinion. But B, I happen to agree with the opinion and logic in it.
Fans have argued storytelling, character creation, themes, emotional writing, perspective, song structure, and albums as complete works are factored into lyricism as well.
They are factors. But if that's the case, then you got to make an accumulative of everything then. Then you can't just say it's one or the other. You got to say that, okay, then the battle rap technicality stuff, that's just a factor then.
I think that also fans were like kind of offended because he's had a history of speaking against Kendrick. So there's like a level of sensitivity there, you know? Lupe said that he's a better artist. Kendrick is a better artist than me. He makes better albums. He has a better team. He has better beat selection. He has better production. When it comes down to lyricism, bar for bar, no. Everything else for sure, 100%. What do you think?
I think it's all preference. See, the only people that talk, look, let me tell you a secret. The only people that really talk about or give a fuck about like pen skills and oozes are people that have pen skills. That's it. It's barbershop talk between people who like the elite 3-point shooters. Elite 3-point shooters just like to talk about, oh no, you flick your wrist different. I flick mine like this. You flick yours like this. We flick ours like this. It's stupid. Like I think the shit is dumb because especially like a fan can talk about it from the perspective of how they hear it. But you can't really talk from the perspective of how it's done. Like, I like to box, right? I like to box. Have I professionally boxed? No. But I've, you know, I know the fundamentals and shit, right? I can't tell. I mean, I could give my opinion when I'm watching a fight. I can't tell Javante, yo, son, yo, you should have dunked it. Nigga, I ain't had enough to do that. Like, I just know from the perspective of watching what I think. You know. So I think we gotta take that stuff in perspective too. No?
Right. So at one point, Lupe said when you compare Nas to someone like Chino XL, Chino is superior when it comes to quote unquote bars because he's writing a lot of punches. But like if you strip away the beat and all that stuff like that, and you just take like Nas's like lyrics, it's not like the most complex compared to like a Chino XL.
It's not. But do that mean that somebody want to hear that shit? Like Tech Nine and all that shit. Yo, I'm the type of nigga where I could tell you I think Tech Nine nice. I think the nigga, I see the nigga go. Like, what? You can't pay me to say this nigga not nice and he can't rap. It ain't my cup of tea though. Like, it ain't my type shit. I don't gravitate to it. I can't shit on it. It just ain't my shit. So it's a preference. I would rather hear Nas than who you say?
Chino XL.
Then I would rather hear Nas than Chino XL. Respectfully, rest in peace. That's just me.
You know, when I interviewed John Connor recently, he said everybody has different taste buds on their tongue.
Right.
They taste things differently, right? but people never talk about how people hear things differently too. And I thought that was a brilliant point that he brought up. Like, everyone values things differently. Some people like substance more. Some people like, like character personality more, like how like certain rappers have more of a personality on their tracks, right? There's different things. So it's like, to argue so much to the point that you're like really offended is almost ridiculous.
Everybody sees things differently too. Like,
Yeah.
Panda, me and you could walk into the same room real quick, look, turn around, walk out, and report that we saw two different things.
Absolutely. Mickey Fax, he argued that punchlines are important, but allegory, personification, narrative, symbolism, literary devices, and composition are also important.
Again, it depends on your preference and what you're looking for, because there are some motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about none of that. They just care about your flow and the vibe.
Right.
So again, it goes back to the only people who talk about this are pens. You just said Mickey Fax is saying this. These are pens. Lupe is a pen. Like, these are people who are known pens. They the only ones talk about this.
Well, I mean, there are fans that appreciate.
And then that's why I said the fans will speak from the perspective of what they see as fans. You know, like I use the whole analogy of boxing though.
Right.
Like, I know boxing, I boxed, but I ain't really been in the professional thing to really have to do that like that. I could just say what it is from looking at. You know what I mean?
All right, this is my last question, okay? Internationally, it seems like they value traditional hip hop a lot more, like the boom bap style, right? That underground type of sound more than they do in America. You've worked with groups like Snowgoons, right?
Shout out to Snowgoon.
Right. Who do a lot of business with American artists when it comes to like albums and touring and all of that. Would you do work with them like on a full album, or like have you considered like trying to get more of that international market, because it seems to fit more of like the type of hip hop that you're into?
It's wild because me and Snowgoons, we have been working on an album for about 5 years. It's wild because we have like 3 records. This is what happens, right? So they're real busy. I get real busy. I get caught up. I'm on some catch me while I care type shit, right? So if they busy, I'll end up working on some shit and then, it'll slip through the cracks. We got records done, but what'll end up happening is some of those records that was for our album will end up getting placed on albums. For example, Fuck Around and Find Out, that was for our album. Already Dead, that was for our album. Fucking
Funk Flex?
Funk Flex wasn't for our album. That was something that we just said we was gonna do. But those records was for our album. And then you know what I think kind of turned it off, because I wanted to do a concept. Now remember, I wanted to do a concept project. I figured everybody honors, like, when you think of the villains in movies, everybody honors like O-Dog, Bishop, Doughboy, in the Hood movie. I wanted to honor, because of their relationship with Fredro, I wanted to do Bamboo. I wanted to be Bamboo from Strap, because I felt like nobody ever did that. And then all of a sudden I start seeing Fredro I guess Fredro, I think Fredro's brother was doing something at Bamboo or whatever. I was like, I got turned off and started working on other shit, you know. But I would like to revisit with them. It's just us locking in. We just gotta lock in. It's tough. It's tough to lock in.
So like when you've done the songs with them, it's just been like a record here, send type of thing. It's not like you've flown internationally and recorded with them in their studio.
Yeah, they just send it. Yeah, they just send it. And I just pick the shit, do it, send it back.
Don't you think that it would be such a different experience if you were to record the album in person with them though?
But that's with anything, anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've been in studios with, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of the, so I know what those experiences are like as compared to doing them. Like my whole thing is just getting it done at this point. Yeah, you know, and getting the work done. Experience is cool, but
when I see like how many underground artists they've worked with and stuff like that, like, and how many projects they've put out, man, I just think like, man, I would love to see that for Seed. You know what I mean? I would love to see.
Yeah, it could definitely have. We was working on something. I just gotta revisit with them, and we just gotta lock in. Bro, I be having so much on my plate, and so do they. Yeah, you know, like it's not a situation of they don't fuck with me or I don't fuck with them. You know, we were actually working on an album, and there are like 3 songs unreleased that I have in my phone right now that are Snowgoon records, me and them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was for our album that never was released. So, you know, it could happen. It could definitely happen.
Dope, man. All right, Seed, man, I just want to thank you again for your time, bro.
Thank
Is
you,
there anything
bro.
else you want to say to the people?
Word. Yo, just be yourself, bro. Have your own opinion. Stand on your shit. Don't idolize legends. Stay loyal. Drink water. And mind your business.
Drink water.
6 Man Entertainment, man. Word.